I like that.
I'd like to say to the American people, my name is
Oh shit, that's fucking creepy.
That's my first time. Whoa, was that good? That's my first time doing it, man.
That was good.
That's-
That was good,
Yeah, that was a
JR.
good one.
All star.
I'd like to say that
We're live. We're live and we're recording.
24-hour podcast. This is your president of the United States, Mr. Obama. Must got some secret talents or something, because that was my first time doing that shit, man. So what's up, man? Yo, Drew, you haven't slept yet, bro?
No, Jason, no, I haven't slept yet.
Who's on the line? Who's
We got me, No Susquehanna, Ray Taylor, and J.R. Steiner.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh.
where's no Susquehanna?
Oh, he's
I'm
off the
hiding
camera.
off camera.
Yeah, he doesn't get on camera.
Well, who's Nick Guzman then?
That's
Postal
Postal Poet.
Damn it.
Well,
Sorry, I had this
Post-
stream
Post-
playing in my ears. Ray, it's not daylight where you're at, is it?
No, not yet.
It looks like it is.
I have really
It's not
bright
even-
lights on in
Yeah,
here
you
just to
do.
try and
It's-
wake me up.
It's not even daylight where we're at yet
No,
in Ohio.
I'm trying
so.
to trick my brain.
Now wait, so Mick Guzman, no Susquehanna, that's your real name?
No.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's another awesome person. It's two different awesome people.
So why do I only see
Alright,
Ray
alright.
Taylor,
Okay.
Drew Sample, Mick, and
Jason's
myself?
with me. Jason's with me.
Oh,
off-
he's with you physically?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's off.
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
Man, get
Sexually.
your ass on the
Too.
camera, bro, man. What's up, man? Come here, no Susquehanna. Come here, Jay.
I'm
Wait.
posting up my dab rig off camera, homie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
what's
did.
up?
I made some edibles. I made some no bake moai heads out of a silicone. Well, I'll show you the picture. Out of a silicone ice tray, and the first person I tagged in it was no Susquehanna, just because he's always putting pictures of these edibles he makes. So I put like a picture of the edibles and said I was thinking about no Susquehanna as I made these. I know that's probably the gayest thing I've said, but that's okay. We're all family.
Well, it's early.
Will just donated $50 for me to piss my pants.
Nice.
So I
Oh,
guess I can
so-
piss my pants.
So is there a particular is it a PayPal account or how?
It's
Sorry.
GoFundMe /Yuck Nasty.
Yep.
So
What is it?
GoFundMe.com /
GoFundMe?
Yuck Nasty.
Almost.
Fund me.
Oh, fun. Slash nasty.
There's probably an account up at GoFuckMe as well, but we haven't been promoting that one.
Are we on the air right now?
Yeah, we're live. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Sometimes you have to, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm headed on my way to work. I'm gonna call in while I'm at my first stop, so y'all can hear dogs on my route going fucking crazy.
Nice.
No, Mick, what's your story, man? What's your connection to this whole Death Squad, insanity?
He's old school.
It's
man.
by fortune, by God's grace or the gods' graces. I met these guys through the podcasting thing, and they're really cool, man.
That's cool,
I
man.
used to have a podcast, but I don't have it anymore. I just kind of just hang out with the awesome people that have podcasts.
Mick's had 2 different podcasts.
He's had a few.
He's had a few.
Yeah.
But Mick will come back with another podcast, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it started off as a comedy, but then I started getting into a lot of these issues that are very relevant to, I like informing people or translating ideas that are already out there. Just, everything is specific to certain trades or certain very exclusive ideas, and I just like to translate them to the masses so that people can start getting involved in these ideas. And so then I started just bullshitting, but then it turned into political, and then it turned into I don't know what the fuck. Now I'm just dealing with the courts, and I go on Drew's podcast every once in a while and just talk shit about what's been going on with the court system. I'm a mailman. I've always had
It's an
all my
underwear
shit-
model. Don't
Huh?
forget that underwear model.
Yeah, man. Just chick seducer, all kinds of stuff like that. But
Chick. I get chicks. Yes.
yes.
Los Chicas. Seducer.
But I'm curious now as to are you a comedian? I'm totally just not.
Are you talking about me, JR?
Say again?
Are you talking about me, JR? Am I a
Yes.
comedian? No,
Yeah.
I'm probably one of your favorite Death Squad comedians merchandise guys. So that's
Okay, I
kind
know. I've heard you before. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard you. I think I've heard you on.
He's not getting a
whatchamacallit?
corner.
I've heard him on Getting a Corner, but I think I heard you also on Vicky Peza and what was it? Sam.
the Naughty Show.
Yeah, on the Nada Show. I think I've
Yeah.
heard you on there before. So yeah, I totally. I know who you are now.
Yeah, dude, I've had the extremely lucky, or I've had the very extremely lucky chance to be able to work closely with these guys as a fan. So just a super quick rundown of my history.
No, I remember hearing. Oh, well, for the listeners, yeah. But I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Well, shit, we got some time, man. I might be on this bitch for a couple hours, so I may as well tell the story. But I
But
How
you going, everyone?
Yo, what's up? Who's that?
It's
Jason.
Jason from
Oh, what's-
Sydney. I just want
what's
to
up,
say hello to Mick. How you going, Mick? Remember me?
hey, what's up, man? How's it going, bro? Oh,
How are
man.
you, my brother? Finally, I get to say hello to you.
I know, man. It's freaking awesome, man. I'm gonna come back with a vengeance, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, excellent. Where you been, man? Far out.
Man, I've been dedicating a lot of time to family. You know, I got a lot of kids. You know, so I got
Yeah.
to keep that in line. Make sure I get it to where I need to. That way, I can proceed and flow smoothly into what I want to do. You know,
Okay.
I really love the podcast. You know what I mean? It's badass, man. It's nice to talk to you, man.
Yeah, excellent. You too, Mick. I gotta go, but I just wanted to call in to say hello because I thought, oh, well, it's the only chance I'll get.
Awesome. man.
Badass, man.
All right, brother.
That's awesome.
You're
All
going to bed in Australia,
I'm
right,
sorry,
Jason?
man.
Yeah, man. I gotta go to bed. My kids won't go to sleep, so I'll get on later when they go to sleep.
Yeah, man. Have a great night, man. And I'll get on Twitter someday. If I use a different name, I'll go ahead and let you know.
Yeah, no worries. My brother, my original brother.
Take care,
Fuck.
brother.
We go back a long
Take
way.
care,
All right, my
family.
brother.
All
Yeah,
right.
you too, Mick. All right, see you later, guys. Sorry to butt in. All right.
No worries.
All right, see yous.
See ya.
Oh, Aussies. Dude, the Aussies representing that last
Dude,
3 hours.
I love, man. It's like the love you just get from people is so fucking awesome, man. It is a sort of like a fraternity in a way, man. Just our little group, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty badass, man. That was like all my endorphins are fucking going crazy right now. Like, you know, like I've been studying a lot of social engineering, so like this whole thing, like I need to recognize it. You know, when somebody validates you, recognize it and recognize for what it is. But it's fucking awesome. It feels great when people are just, you know, like siblings in a way. You know, when they're like, man, we're on the same fucking level. You know, it's really badass.
For sure. It's JR. Your story,
sorry.
as you were saying.
Yes.
You're all good.
Oh, so my story. Before I was interrupted by that sweet-voiced, I'm assuming Australian dude's got a nice voice though.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah, just like hello. Anyways, so how did it start? I guess I started listening to I stumbled across the Joe Rogan Experience, and then I heard Joey Diaz on there. And of course, your first time hearing Joey Diaz is like when somebody opens the door to your cell that you've been trapped on Guantanamo Bay for like 100 years, and it's that first ray of sunshine. You're just like, that first breath of fresh air. So like, of course, I fell in love with the dude. I started listening to all his podcasts, and I actually print T-shirts for a living. I own a screen print shop. Actually, I'll rotate the camera so you can see it. Give you the 360-degree tour. But you can see there's like racks of shirts over there. Those are you know, probably some of your favorite Death Squad comedian shirts. But anyways, so he was mentioning on Beauty and the Beast. Do you guys remember Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, it's him and the hot comic.
Felicia
Yeah,
Michaels.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember her name. It's kind of fucked up, but I don't. But oh my god, what is her name?
Felicia Michaels.
Dang,
Felicia Michaels.
Yeah.
So I sent them a picture on Twitter of a Beauty and the Beast shirt that I had designed, and I get like a DM from Joey like, "Yo, dog, what's your number?" And this motherfucker called me. Now, just picture like, just picture your hero, somebody you're obsessed with, like, you know, going through all his YouTube videos. You get a phone call from this motherfucker like, yo, dog, that's awesome. I want to do business with you. So he was my first client. And then it just kept going through the ranks. Through Joey Diaz, I was able to pick up, I'll tell you the heavy hitters. Got Brody Stevens. I do all his merchandise. Ari Shafir.
Crab Feast.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, well, I do. Crab Feast is my #1 client. They sell the most merchandise, which is completely retarded.
Sells the most?
The Crab Feast. There's no question about that. Their fan base is like, what the? Is this motherfucker driving monster trucks in the background? Jesus fucking Christ!
You got a window open, Mick?
You talking about me? It's probably
Yeah.
no. It's probably my car because I'm driving to work and I probably need to hit mute. But hey, real quick, you know, I have a. It's so funny because it's a black dude that I work with and he listens to the the Crab Feast and he's like one of his favorite podcasts and he's not even on Twitter. He's like fuck all that shit. But he listens to the Crab Feast. I mean, it's
That's
it's
one
pretty
thing that
badass.
blows me away about the Crab Feast is that they're not the most famous of my clients, but they sell by far the most merchandise, which is seriously is a mind fuck because, you know, Jay Larson has been on Conan twice. I guess that would be probably like his claim to fame. And then Ryan, you know, he's just a working comic, or I believe he's a writer. And when they contacted me to do merchandise, I told them straight up, I'm like, you guys are gonna have to like front all your own merch. You guys are gonna have to like, you know, pay this, pay that, because I didn't know those guys. You know, I thought they were just some dudes. And they had their previous merchandise store that was, you know, pretty shoddy. So I built them a merch store, et cetera, et cetera. They pay for their own stuff. So I'm like, well, let's see how it goes in the first 24 hours, and then we'll kind of figure out what to do from there.
Hey man, hey, I'm sorry man. I'm gonna have to
Yo, that's
I'm not
it. If
getting
I
into
get
work.
fucking interrupted one more goddamn time, I swear to fucking God, I'm hanging up. First was the Australian. Now, Mick, listen, man, you're driving a fucking monster truck.
I gotta go, man.
Hey,
I gotta
Ray.
go.
Oh,
And
okay, all right.
All right, brother.
Hey,
Right.
quick.
It's the,
I got a text from Joe. He said he might call in a few minutes. I gotta go. Bye.
Hi.
Hey, it's
I swear to fucking God, one more goddamn time and I'm out of here. Ray, you gotta keep these motherfuckers in check.
619.
Well, they're about to bounce out, I think, right?
Is it the 619 number for people to call in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Although
619.
I'm trying not to answer while JR is talking. I don't want to I don't want his story to be interrupted.
Listen,
Yeah, it's super
I mean, the only reason I'm telling this long story now is I remember when I was listening earlier, you guys made a good point. We got 24 fucking hours, man. So it's
No, we
gotta
got
fill it
12.
with some sort of content.
12 more hours. 12.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
back then it was like
Yeah.
22, you know. So somebody's
Sure.
trying to tell a quick story. They're like, "Nah, bitch, stretch it out, man. We need content." Anyways, man. All right, so I'm gonna try to cut this story short. Oh wait, I was talking about the Crab Feast. So in the first 24 hours, they sold like 50 shirts. That's unheard of. I had never seen anything like it. My emails going bling, bling, bling with orders. So from that point on, we established this really good working relationship, and they're easily my probably my friendliest and easiest to work with client, and they sell the most merchandise. So we have a great relationship. So that's it.
Sweet.
So that's my involvement in this whole thing. Now Ray and I spent some time
Naked
San
in
Diego.
LA.
Yeah. Well, but really, one-on-one in San Diego, you were
Oh,
actually
yeah.
the first like Death Squad person I had ever met.
Yeah.
So I had moved to Arizona about a year ago, and I was going to San Diego anyway just to visit a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I was hit Ray up. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be in the area, man. I know you live in San Diego. Let's get together. So we went to the bar, had some drinks, took some pictures, did a Vine, and you know. Then we hung out in L.A. It was me, Ray, Yuck Nasty, Dogga Baby, Jill Himitsu, Death Squad Arizona, and I guess that was it. But good times, man. Good group of people.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, LA was fun. Bar was fun. You were the second. Mike Maxwell was my first. Uh-oh.
Hello, I've been trying to call all morning. Hello, I've been listening to y'all talking, and I think it's full of shit. That fellow over
Uh-oh.
there, is African American, and that's what y'all supposed to say now. We used to call them blacks back in the day. Hello? I guess I'm talking to my damn self.
What's up, Pastor Joe?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Pastor Joe.
We just got a drive by Pastor Joeing.
All right.
Oh, Pastor Joe.
Yes, sir. I'm
Who's that?
back. Hello.
We're
What's
gonna
up,
get
you
another
old
call
bastard?
Yes, sir. How you doing there, Mr. Drew Sample? Telling everybody to call in, and then I call in. I can't get a hold of nobody with that number you gave me, you son of a bitch.
Which number were you? Oh, the Green Bay number?
I guess, yeah. Green Bay, I guess.
Is
Hello.
that Miss the Dish?
Oh my God, is that Pastor Joe?
Hello, Miss. How you doing there? You know, I got an
You
email.
got to be shitting me. How
That's
are
right.
you?
I ended
How's
up
your
paying that.
bladder?
Yeah, I remember that bill you called me about. I paid it.
Yes,
That's right.
I left that job. Now I'm in medical billing. How's your
Medical.
bladder?
You know what?
How's
I got my prostate checked. You say you're in medical billing. I got a bill. See, he went overboard. He went over like a few hours over, and so he's charging me. He said that I wanted it done or something. I don't know. My nurse wasn't there, so I don't even know what happened.
If you're looking to get probed for like cosmetic or personal purposes, we don't cover that. But if you needed it because you had a polyp, then we would cover it.
It was really messy.
He's nasty. I'll transfer you to Denise. Thank you for calling Blue Cross
Now,
Blue Shield.
Can you transfer me to Dennis instead of Denise?
I could, but he's on lunch.
He's munching?
That's pretty early
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah. It depends where you are in the country. We're not all like in Texas or wherever you're from.
mean,
I'm not.
How are you? How are you feeling? Excellent?
Yeah, see, I woke up this morning. It was really horrible. The weather's got my legs just acting crazy.
Rheumatoid arthritis. I'll transfer you to Barbara, and she'll hook you up with an appointment.
Oh,
You have to pay a sliding fee scale.
It's so nice to hear from you, all you fellers. Y'all take care now. I got to get going. My nurse is, she's just waking up next to me right now. I'll let you go.
Nice. You get at her like a honeybee to a flower. Oh, my goodness.
See, this Parkinson's disease really helps me with my movements, you know.
That's
So
good.
anyhow-
Put a drink in your hand. Make a martini. Put yourself to work. Shake it up. We'll
That's
talk
okay.
to you later.
All right, have a good day. Bye,
You
y'all.
too. Bye,
See you, Pastor
y'all.
Joe.
Greetings from Texas. Bye.
See you, Pastor Joe.
Bye.
See you, Pastor
Hello?
Joe.
Hey, Mish, what's up?
Who am I speaking to?
At Ray Taylor, at J.R.
Hi, Ray
Steiner.
Taylor. I love it. And who now?
J.R. Steiner.
Oh, hi. How are you?
What up?
And we got Drew Sample and No Susquehanna.
Hi. Ian No Susquehanna. Hi, Jason. You want to talk to me for a while? Tell me what you're wearing.
I'm on the Ustream feed.
Oh,
She's on the phone, though.
I'll get that one. Yeah, I'm on the phone. What kind of deodorant? You want to smell it? That voice just melts. Women across the airwaves. So, what's going on this morning?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I just listened to. I have no idea. I'm still tripping out over what the fuck just happened. That's why I'm not saying anything, because I'm just waiting for more weirdness.
That's what happens on the
That was-
24-hour podcast, man.
Well, when I come on the 24-hour podcast, I figured it's the morning shift, and people might want some sugar in their coffee, or me, and I recognize that guy. That was Pastor Joe from, like, such a long time ago, and
He,
that's what
you have
that
an
was.
encounter
That was
with
from,
Pastor
like,
Joe?
I have a what?
An encounter with Pastor Joe?
An account?
Encounter. Like I heard
Oh,
he gets
yeah.
kinda antsy with
One
the
time
ladies.
he called, and I called his line, and he said he had a bill, and so then I just directed him to the proper places and procedures of paying health insurance. Dude, do you not know that's a bit? That's like super old.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if your accent is real or if it's a bit. Because when you came on, that
Oh,
motherfucker was
that.
doing like a joke voice, and then you come in with your New
Legit.
York. So your
Boston.
accent is 100%
Massachusetts,
real. You're not
Boston.
still doing a bit.
No, this is legit.
Ooh, fuck, man.
This
Are
is-
you married? Are you married or are you
Oh
single?
yes, happily, like 10 years
Oh,
this year.
Does your husband talk like he has to talk like you? Because otherwise, that fucking voice would drive a man fucking crazy, man.
Charlie, Charlie, why didn't you do the dishes, Charlie?
Oh yeah, no, like I would say that you're 100% correct. Like my voice could drive you to drink, but if you're in the area, you probably love it because you
That's what I'm
sound
saying.
just like it. It doesn't even perk up anyone's ears.
You guys like.
Where are
go
you
out.
from?
I'm from originally from Rochester, New York, upstate New York, but
Oh.
I live in Phoenix right now.
Oh, that's cool. Like
think
New
you're-
York has all different accents. I'm
Well,
representing
yeah.
East Coast. What is this?
But your accent is so thick that I thought it was a bit because fucking Uncle Joe or whatever his name was
Pastor
doing
Joe.
a voice, so I thought you
He
were
was
doing a
doing
voice.
a
I thought
voice.
you were just playing along. So you're the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
You're the real
I'm
deal,
so
dog. You're
sorry.
the real deal.
Cocksucker.
So you're pretty close with a friend of mine. Oh wait, Ray Taylor. I can't smoke this tobacco on camera, can I?
You can smoke tobacco.
Okay. So I think you're close
me,
with a
tell
friend
me.
of mine. Not No Susquehanna, Desquad, Arizona, on Twitter. He talks about you all the time.
Oh, does he? Now he participates in Open Mouth Monday, so we ride that train together.
So do I.
Oh, you do? Awesome! I really, honestly, if I was looking at my computer screen, which I'm
Bitch.
gonna hop on.
Don't
At
pretend like you
one.
don't know me. Don't pretend like you don't know me. Don't pretend I'm not semi-famous, bitch. You know who the fuck I am. I'm
Who
J.R.
am I
Steiner.
talking to?
I'm the only black guy that's involved in Open Mouth Monday. How about
Oh,
that?
you are?
That big nose fucking
Oh,
Humpty dance is your chance to do the hump.
I love it. I love it. Talk to me, baby. Yeah, me, I'm usually just like, I'll be there after I take a shower. Heidi always starts it off in the beginning,
Yeah.
tags me, and then I get in like mid-afternoon because
Are you the-
I don't
oh.
do that no filter shit.
Are you the one with the thumbs up in your profile picture?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You look like Trouble, girl. Are you Trouble?
I don't answer questions that I feel could be incriminating. So I'm gonna brush that off, and we're gonna move. Jason, what's going on? Tell me about is the podcast like up and coming? Can I be a guest? Tell me about your new sneakers. How's your beard? Nothing. Am I too much for you guys? You all waking
Yo,
up or going to bed?
I can't believe your accent is legit, man. Holy fuck. You sound like a goddamn
Alright.
cartoon character.
We will use this. Oh, as a. Can someone cut and splice this, make this a demo reel, and send it to Ben Affleck
Yeah.
for his next movie? Somebody, I know one of you people out there can do it.
He would probably throw a shoe at his. He'd probably burn his laptop after your voice came on.
Does he be like, boom, this is it. What have I been using so far?
You're like a
Right?
mix. You're
Or
like
am I
the.
delusional?
You're like the Death Squad Fran Drescher. You know who Fran Drescher is, Mitch?
I do. I remember like when our show was live on the air. So like I'm an old bitch who sounds like a cartoon character.
I like you.
How do you
You're
like
cool.
that? How do you like them apples?
No, I like you.
But I can turn this off, but like it comes out, the more hostile I get, the more it comes out. But if I'm laid back and chill, you might hear like the letter R once or twice, some enunciation. I can
Right.
do it.
Have you how long have you lived in Boston or in the area?
My whole life,
Really?
born and bred. I'm from the North Shore, so it's like 7 minutes from Boston. And yeah, if you listen to the Crab Feast, Jay Larson, he's from my hometown, and Rogan used to live in my hometown. So like when they rag on us, Jay Larson really has the only true like Boston accent that I've heard. Like, oh,
I
it's
agree.
really,
I agree.
Yeah, super good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
got a
love
thick
it.
he's got a
He's
thick
good.
one.
Yeah.
Wait, still talking about the accent, right?
Ha yeah. Who
Penis
knows?
joke. Heyo.
Ray, I
Hey,
was in,
I was wondering if I hit a punchline, do I get like a drum roll, like a, or a, hey-o? Do I get that? Did someone do that for me? You only got 15 minutes with me until the later hours of the afternoon. Then you
I
can
wish
hear this
I wish
all
we could do
day.
sound effects. Ray, you don't have like a sound effects board, or you're not really into that shit. I know.
I can do
That'd be awesome.
I got a few.
like
Yeah. when
a
Yuck
drop
is-
of water. Anybody get that? Did you pick that up?
Yeah, sounded great. I have that.
That's awesome.
I got that.
Oh yeah, we know what that is. West Hollywood Bear is coming up next.
No, just an offended audience. That's all.
It's gonna be a lot today.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I got a few.
That's really cool. Yeah. So what's up, Mish? Where are you on your way to work or something?
Listen, what are you writing a fucking book? I'm where I have to be. Just talk to me.
I'm trying to make a fucking conversation. The only thing I can think about to talk about is your fucking voice, but we've already discussed that.
I can say stuff for you.
Okay, my
Here's the
second
thing
question.
called-
My second
Okay.
question is 90% of your pictures don't show the top half of your head. Do you have something going on back there, like some missing hair or some like an alien head or anything like that?
No, but you know what it is? I have mastered the art of the selfie where I could take it, crop it, and I know what looks best.
Yeah.
And so that's just how it happened to be.
Oh,
But
okay.
I will I have great hair and stuff, and so I will show you.
I got gray hair. Well, I'm losing my hair. I'm like completely
No, not
bald
gray
on
hair,
top.
great. Like A
Oh.
plus.
Well,
Beautiful
I'm losing
hair.
my hair. I'm 31 years old.
Oh,
I have male pattern
you-
baldness bad, so I just shave
You do?
like Yuck Nasty. Yeah. When I met Yuck Nasty, I crawled into his bed that he was sleeping in, and
Mm-hmm.
rubbed my bald head on his head. We call each other egg brothers. Like we
Oh
both
my
have
God.
bald shiny heads.
That's like the cone heads when they used to touch and then they're like,
Oh
"Woo."
yeah. That's right.
That's some sweet stuff. Is that what you do for fun, Alayla?
No, I wanted to make sure that my first time meeting Yuck Nasty was memorable. So there's a video on
That's
YouTube of
fine.
us meeting. I took my shirt off and shit. It was awesome, man. Got into bed with him.
It was romantic.
Yeah, it was fun.
I just got out of the shower when all that happened.
It's good times. You know, they had that podcast. I'm assuming the data got lost, but they still haven't
Was
put
that
it out
at a
yet.
hotel
Yeah.
on like YouTube? Oh, no, it was on Ustream, and all you guys were at like a hotel or something.
Something
and you were
like
asking
that.
people to call in. I think I called in. I swear to God, I was
no.
like in the early
That was a different-
stages.
That was Mitch Nutter filmed that. That was when we
Oh,
were
right.
with Yuck.
Yeah, so
those guys.
who's on the lineup? Who's coming up like for the next?
You're talking
you know,
to
who
him.
we, like look forward.
JR's doing it for a while, and then who's coming up
Mike
after that?
Maxwell.
Mike Maxwell comes on 10 to 1, so
Nice.
in about 6 hours. And then after that, I think what do we have? That's one more chunk left, so it's whoever calls in.
That's
Like
awesome.
Jill and Yuck and Dogs will all be on for the end of it.
Is everyone keeping healthy, taking naps, drinking coffee, drinking water? Is this everyone's like good morning, or is it like I just woke up? Where's everybody at?
Or like,
I'm the only one that's freshly slept. I got about 4 hours of sleep just now.
Yeah, I've been up since 8 o'clock yesterday, so
yeah.
I'm tired.
Wait a minute, you didn't sleep before you started the podcast?
No.
Oh, so you're gonna be up over 24 hours?
Oh yeah, I'll be up.
Oh, see.
Yeah, I tried to stay up the night before, but I passed out last night, and then I woke up at 8. So
Wow.
yeah, it's been tough, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
But-
Yo, you're a bad man. I used to work. I was thinking about this earlier as I was making my hot cocoa. I've worked overnights a bunch of times in my life. Like I used to work overnights at a gas station, and that's a weird thing to be awake while everybody else is asleep. It's a weird feeling, man. You feel like a zombie a bit. And then I used to work at all different nuclear plants all over the country, and I worked overnights at every plant that I worked at. So it's just a very strange thing to be awake for 36 hours, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Power plants are weird. My dad, he actually had to like help build a power plant. He said it was the weirdest thing because after you did a little bit of work, you had to wait like an hour for it to get inspected because everything had to be like inspected to like the certain protocol for like safety reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no Susquehanna, what's good with you, bruh? What's good, man?
Shit, chilling, man. Just
Yeah, man.
I just woke up myself too. I took a little bit of a nap and then came back in. So
I'm glad to finally chat with you. I've been hearing your name on podcasts for a long time, dude. Like between the Naughty Show and like Joey's podcast, like you've been around for a while, man. You've been a part of this since my first day listening to podcasts.
no shit. That's what's
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, man. I knew about you. I knew about you before I knew about any like you know how there's people that are commonly associated with Death Squad, like fucking it was Monkey Todd in the beginning. You know what I mean? And then like you learn about Mitch Nutter, then you learn about Izzy Rock, and you start hearing these names on the podcast. And you were like the first one, like, oh no, Susquehanna, okay, I get it, because I got the association with Joey's jokes. So yeah, you've been around a long time, man.
Yeah, this is a very cool community. I'm very glad to be able to be a part of it and be able to meet so many cool people. Like
Yeah.
everybody that's called in for this podcast, for instance, is, you know, pretty much everyone's got linked up through Twitter, through the other Death Squad podcasts. So it's a cool thing, man.
We're never gonna get you guys, you Ohio guys out here to LA, are we? I know we're not.
I'll be out there at the end of the spring, actually.
Oh, word?
That's the game
Yeah.
plan.
Oh, okay. Oh, you two sample Drew sample?
Sample of Drew. Yeah.
Hopefully
The sample hour?
Yeah, hopefully, man. Like we'd like to get out of Ohio.
Yeah. Well, if you guys do come out for some Death Squad shit, man, let me know. And I'll come meet you guys out and we'll go to some shows and shit like we did with Ray and Jill and you know.
Sure, that's what's up. We'll have to get a big event going. We'll
Yep.
have to find out what the schedules are in the spring, like what everybody's schedules and show dates are, try and line something up.
So us meeting this last time, like what was the name of the meetup, Ray? It had like a name.
Did we have a name for it?
Yeah, it was
Or
like
just
it was just
LA?
first annual Death Squad meetup or something like that. So after we did this, I was thinking like we could make it a real thing. Like probably not well, it'd be cool if it was an annual thing, and then so that way people could come from all over the country because these people like that come from the UK, like that are in the UK, Australia, they would love a thing to go to, like an actual planned thing where like I would probably call like Red Band or Tony and see if they could book a show, not just for us, but kind of centered around our meetup and make it a real thing with like advertisements, and probably one of us would like figure out a tour, like a way to like do like a club tour or something. You know what I mean? Something official.
Yeah.
But I thought that would be cool to do like once a year and just call it the annual Death Squad meetup, and just so people can come from all over the world and come meet in LA and get to meet these guys and have a better chance. Like I asked,
I think that's called a convention, maybe.
yeah, but it wouldn't be a convention because it'd probably be, especially the first few years, maybe 20 of us. You know what I mean? But I had asked Ari before he left LA, like, hey man, if a bunch of us like made an official thing, kind of like how Shroomfest is, or what they want it to be, if we did like a thing, would you do like lunch with Ari one day, you know, and then maybe I can do lunch with Joey the next day? And he said, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, they'd be down to like hang out with us one-on-one for lunch or something like that, you know, maybe to book a show.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool, man.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Well, I know
so.
when we were talking about that, because it came up when we were out there, and Vicky was saying the perfect time that she thought anyway was the LA Podfest. So it's, you know,
Oh yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
those guys, and that it's already a venue, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I didn't. That's a really good idea.
We would own. I mean, Death Squad would own that venue, basically.
I'm sure.
You know.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah, dude. There's a lot of like. Wasn't Kevin Smith's podcast there?
Maybe that.
Dude,
I mean,
they
that's
have
definitely a big one too.
They have a crazy audience of
Yeah.
dedicated nerds, like comic book nerds, and
Well, and he tours too. He does a show.
Oh, yeah.
Live on stage. Yeah, all over the
I've
place.
seen it.
I mean, he just releases all of his movies on video on demand now because he knows his fans are gonna buy it.
Yeah, man. He's smart, dude.
He doesn't even have to go through the movie theater anymore.
He's like a director. He's like the how do I explain this? He's like the podcaster of directors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
It's
he
nice.
doesn't need to put a bunch of money into advertising because there's so many people out there that are gonna get anything Kevin Smith puts out. That he's kind of like making movies like podcasts, you know, where he does his own promotion. It's pretty
like
cool.
91, right? He's the master. How
Yeah.
old are you?
Who?
You. Who's this?
Bitch, address me by my name. Don't talk shit to me, bitch. If you're gonna talk shit to me, you call me by my motherfucking name. You know my fucking name. Don't pretend like you don't know me, girl. If I know Mitch,
She's
the
talking about the Korean guy we have on the line
if
named
I know
you.
Mitch the Dish's name, bitch, I know you know my name. Let's go. What's my name? Say my name. Say my
Have you ever met? Have you ever? Well, you
I'm not
interact
talking
with
to you till
equal
you say my
people.
name.
We're cynical.
Yo, I can tell
Oh
when
my
you're in a
goodness.
fight. Yo, you one of them
Yeah,
feisty.
yeah.
You one of them feisty
I
chicks,
love.
man. You one of them
I love a
chicks.
good. Yeah.
You one of them
So
chicks. You
we'll
need
have
a
a
good
title
like
about
throat to the.
maybe
You need a
like
good hand to
10:30.
the throat every great once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Not to hit you, because you hit you go to jail. But a nice, strong, like back you up against the wall and put your hand on your throat
Right.
just for a second, just to
Yeah,
calm
and you know what I do? I come in with a fucking median nut. You come forward, I'd elbow you up in the fucking jaw, come across with my other fucking elbow, and then straight in the fucking larynx.
I can just see my hand on your neck right now, girl. Just looking you like breathing in your face, like, yo, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? I can see it now, girl. I can see it.
And I'd be like, squeeze harder, bitch, because you kind of know what's coming. And I'd be like, oh, I'm a city boy. Listen, I got to go. So if you want to harass me some more, maybe like 10:30, get ready. And then you can see me in the afternoon around 1 o'clock for the
Dude,
stretch.
Miss, you're crazy.
Anybody else want to fucking have a melee? Call in then, too, kid. I'll play you left and right.
Uh-oh.
See?
Mish,
You're
you are
making me
fucking
talk.
awesome.
All right, boys. Try me, Fatso. Can I do that one?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. All right. Goodbye. Maybe we'll talk again later.
Talk
All
to you
right,
later,
ciao.
Mish.
All right, Mitch.
All right.
Bye, Mish.
Shit, that was fun, man.
Mish is fucking awesome.
You listen to me, bitch.
Bitch, don't try to pretend like you don't know who I am.
You.
I'm in the middle of all this shit, bitch. Don't
How
try
old
to-
are you?
31, man. Oh, you're not asking. Yo, her accent is intense, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mish the Dish is one of a kind.
Yeah, she's cool, man. But what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, the Death Squad meetup. That'd be badass to do that shit once a year. Yeah, and like have it be organized though, like, you know, because a lot of these UK guys or people from other countries, they're gonna need like people to kind of hang out with them all day. Hey, let's go to Venice Beach, almost like a tour guide.
Yeah.
So that'd be so
Sure.
cool to set up something
Yeah.
official.
Fuck yeah, man.
Be like host to the country in a sense.
Yeah. Help them set up hotels and make sure
Yeah.
they're getting fucking mugged down on Hollywood Boulevard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Yuck got that place through Airbnb.
Yeah, it was
Airbnb
nice.
So too, we could even get like a couple houses. In
Oh,
there.
it was so nice, dude. When I went up in there, like, it was legit, like a full kitchen. I don't know if you saw any videos or pictures, but it was, dude, it was nice and cheap. Like when they split it all, dirt cheap, man.
Yeah, that's totally the move. That's what we did up in Toronto last year too for the High on Trees shows. They had a
Who went
lake
up?
house.
Who
That
all
was
went?
Sweet. That was a bunch of the Toronto guys that lived there threw in on that, and then like had it all year. And so every time I went up there, that's where we all stayed at.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it for the meetup instead of everybody spending money on hotels to definitely pitch in and get the house like y'all did with Yuck.
Yeah.
Plus, like you want to be close. You guys want to be close to each other, man. You know, so like when I didn't actually stay with them, but I drove in with from Arizona with do you guys know Death Squad Arizona?
Yeah, just on Twitter though.
Yeah, so we drove in together, and but yeah, dude, that's the move, man. To get a whole house. Oh, but what I was saying is, like, it's cool to stay with your friends, like these Death Squad people, like to actually sleep with them, eat breakfast with them. Like it makes it feel like a family. Now they had Jill Himitsu staying there, she did all their laundry, dude. Like, she was like the mom.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, and she accepts that role. She's like, oh, you guys on my, she was like yelling at dogs, telling them to calm the fuck down and relax, slow down so you're not stuttering. And she was like the mom. So it's cool to stay with your brothers, your Death Squad brothers like that, like to sleep together, eat together, all that.
Makes it kind of an event because, everybody go gets food, and then
yeah.
Another good thing is better than hotels is you get left alone. Like, so everybody can blaze their trees.
Yeah, whatever.
Loud.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't matter like what time you come in at or what time you're going at. Like, it's convenience in that regard.
Yeah.
It was a nice spot.
I tell you what. Oh, what were you saying, Ray?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I tell you what, man. I'm never getting to you guys that late in a trip. So when me and Ivan came out, they had already been out there 3 days partying with fucking all them Death Squad motherfuckers. Dude, they were dead, man. Like, I barely got dogs to wake up and come let me in. It was like 10 in the morning. I was all excited. I had my camera out, and everybody was dead, dude. Fucking obliterated.
Just partied too hard.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Yeah. Yuck said it best. It was like we were living our 20s again, but no recovery at all.
And remember, like, dogs has, like, they don't party at all, man.
No.
Like, their drinking gets done on the nights of the podcast. Besides that, they're family men. So them coming out there and partying for 2, 3, 4 days straight, staying up late, that shit takes a toll on you much quicker than when you're younger,
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, it was tough. It was fun as hell, though. I mean, aside from being exhausted, it was, the reason why we were exhausted because we were having so much fucking fun staying up late. I mean, one of the nights we were up to like 6 in the morning, some shit like that, and it was fun though, So it'd be good to do another one, man. See if we can get like a mansion or something.
Dude, if there's enough people, I'm sure you could.
Yep. Who knows?
Make some good videos.
Make some content.
Get some content.
Well, that was the plan, was to make a bunch of content.
Yeah.
But like I said, by the time I got out there, all your content making inspiration was gone, dude. Yeah. Like, I remember talking to Yuck. He's like, yo, I don't plan on doing much, but like doing videos, and like he's like, I want this to be a productive trip. They didn't do one goddamn thing by the time I got there. Literally, no. You guys did record some sort of podcast.
Yeah, we recorded a little bit. I mean, we were busy having fun.
Well, if like all of us end up meeting out there, like 20, 30 people, we got to make some content for real,
Yeah.
The people want to see us, bro. The people that can't be here, they want to see us getting together. They want to party through us. So, yeah, we got to make content.
Well,
man.
part of that is some content we can't make just because of our real lives.
Oh, because of like careers and families and jobs.
Yeah. the outside world that doesn't revolve around stand-up comedy and podcasts.
The regular world.
So, but yeah, would definitely. I think next time we probably will, just because I think that was just more. We're just getting to know each other. It's the first time we'd all met, so we were just having too much fun.
Yeah.
Fucking around. So.
Yeah.
Whatever. Things
Party
happen.
City.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Edie B's is married, Ray?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Married and has a kid.
So Edie B's and Jill Himitsu have the coolest fucking husbands ever. Cause I wouldn't let my wife go stay with you motherfuckers, man. Spend hanging out with you guys at night and shit. You know what I mean? Crazy ass Death Squad motherfuckers. Hell no, man. You guys they got cool ass husbands. Now, D Himitsu actually came out here for, I think his grandmother was passing away, and we got to spend a bunch of time together. We went to the carnival. That sounds gay as fuck, but we did. We went to the carnival. No, it wasn't the carnival. It was an event out here called Oktoberfest. So I took him out there, and we kicked it all night, man. Had a good time. We got on some fucking crazy rides together. So I spent some time with D Himitsu out here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
You guys hold hands, get some cotton candy?
No. It was cool though, because he really opened up. Like, when you're talking to people on Twitter, you have kind of like this shield up because it's public. But when it was just one-on-one, he told me, just some real shit about his life. That's a real motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
So it was good, man. Took a bunch of videos, and he told me not to post them to Twitter, but it is what it is.
Shit comes out, man. Shit comes out.
Yeah. Yes. What's your story out there in Ohio there, Drew? What's your life like outside of Death Squad?
Man. Well, shit, man. So when I was listening to podcasts for a while, and I got an invite from our buddy Bender to come to like a Death Squad Ohio party when the first Red Band Joey Diaz show came out. And I met all those dudes, and I got way too fucked up to like really like meet them. We were just all kind of fucked up. And then the next time they came out, I was actually working at One Evil Telecommunications Company. Then I was leaving to go work at another, and I forgot that I had a public urination in my background, and I had my offer rescinded after I'd already quit my job. So I did what any logical human being would do, and I ate an eighth of mushrooms. Fuck I was going to do with my life. And then, yeah, man, I cashed out my 401k. Went to the next meetup, started hanging out with No Susquehanna. And, yeah, dude, ever since then, we've pretty much just been fucking BFFs for life.
That's cool, man.
So I mean, it's been cool, dude. Then I started the podcast. Like, I bought podcast equipment like a year before I started.
Yeah.
Just now, like, the mixer that I set up tonight was like something I bought like 2 years ago. And I'm just now learning how to use it. So, yeah, man, it's been cool, man. It's just been something for like, I don't know, man. It was just something for me to just find a way to express myself, man. So it's been a fun ride.
And that's the sample hour, right?
That's the sample hour, man. My brother Wes and I will do it. Sometimes we have different work schedules, but I've kind of been doing a lot of my own thing with it, with just like pursuing things that I'm interested in. Because I didn't want to have like a podcast that like look, I like Death Squad and stuff, but it was just like I didn't want to just have like a fan podcast.
Right.
So I wanted to establish myself outside of the community. And so yeah, man, I've just been recently, the latest thing is like I'll do stuff about like I'll do like a college football podcast. Like, everything, like the whole idea when Jason and I were talking about it was like just use my last name and just make it like a sample of a bunch of different shit. So there was the whole theme is just a bunch of different stuff. So there's no rules in a sense.
Right.
So there's no set format. So it's been fun, man. Like this whole shit, man. Like it's been a fun year. Like it's been like it's funny. Like I probably made last year like a third of the money that I was making because like now I just work like two part-time. I work a full-time job and a part-time job, but like I seriously probably made a third of what I made the previous 4 years, and had way more fun and actually like lived my life. So it's like been way, I don't know, man. It just like I realized the things that are actually important to me. So the things that actually matter in life, and just start focusing on those things. So
it's good to be able to do that, man. I mean,
yeah, man.
Money is the least important thing in life. I mean, honestly, you need it to live. And yeah, if you're making less money but you're happier, you're winning. Trust me, man. Fuck money.
It's also too like just learning to start to do things on my terms, like doing things. Like, I mean, I texted Ray the other day. It's like, okay, well, how could I monetize my podcast a bit, but not exploit, my listeners? So it was like, I was looking into merchandise and like things that make you the most money. And like I sent Ray an article, and he was like, yeah, you should check out this stuff. And it's like, it's cool to have people that are like have a community of people that are doing things similar to what you're doing, but not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like all of our podcasts are different. So it's easy for us to bounce ideas off each other. If I have questions about how you run your podcast or something like that, I mean, like it's
not like being in the landscape business, because it's cutthroat. Like podcasts aren't cutthroat. You're not trying to steal people's audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not trying to steal their clients, essentially. So
exactly. I mean, it's a cool, and also too, your listeners are choosing the content that, like, usually I think podcast listeners are smarter than the average person, just because you're choosing what you're putting in your head. You're choosing what information or what source of entertainment you have. We don't have commercials. Nobody's trying to put thoughts in your head about go consume this product or anything like that. Like I mean, it's I don't know. I guess my whole point is I feel like people think more who I mean, there's still those mindless podcast listeners, but you know what? They're developing their thinking skills.
Yeah.
Season guys.
Yeah. So I always want to talk about Monkey Todd with people because that shit was a phenomenon. And when we were in LA, like nobody really like. We talked about it a little bit on the podcast, but I'm like, first of all, where has he been? Second of all, what the fuck happened to when he like started getting in fights with people on Twitter and shit, and like calling Rogan a closet faggot, and like what the fuck happened to that dude, man? He was like, when I first got into Death Squad, he was like the king of Death Squad. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say he was the most notable person. They talked about him on JRE. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck happened to that dude?
He got dehydrated.
That's right. Yeah, he did say that.
Oh man.
Man, I don't know if anybody knows.
I didn't
Really?
even know who he was, quite honestly. Like I didn't pay. Like man, I didn't pay close enough attention. Like I listened to GARE all the time.
Yeah.
I tried to catch as many Ice House Chronicles as I could, but it was just like I just didn't have the time for like podcasts I listened to.
Well, I could tell you, it played a big part in the fact that people even know the Inspired Disorder podcast, because I had tweeted, Justin and I had been doing the show. We'd done a few episodes, and then I put out, like, if you're a fan, because I was watching Joe Rogan, and we changed the format of the shows to where we were just talking about, Justin and I would talk about just whatever the fuck we're into, whatever we're, movies we're watching, whatever, and I was into I've been into podcasting forever, talking about this Ice House Chronicles, and I had seen the episode. I was watching live the episode that Monkey Todd was on where he, flipped out, where he's dehydrated. And so after that, there was a few people that had listened because Postal Poet, who was on earlier, him and Mish were the two first IDC podcasters. They were the two first ones to have a podcast on IDC. And Mick had done a blog about my podcast, so that kind of opened it up to a lot of other Death Squad people. So when Justin and I were talking about the whole Monkey Todd thing, then like everybody, because it was a crazy thing that happened, and because I watched it live like 2 days later, I went into detail about just my perspective of watching it, and I don't know where he kind of disappeared, because when he went out to LA, he deleted his Facebook and his Twitter account. So it was kind of a weird situation that, he deleted those accounts, and the next thing you know, he's in LA and he's acting really strange on a podcast, and kind of freaking out a lot of the people that were on the podcast. And then he disappeared for a while, and then when he came back, it was definitely a lot different. Then he was starting to talk a lot of shit. About the IDC in particular, specifically, saying that we were trying to, steal money from the Death Squad community and all this kind of shit. So, and that was like right when we were new, right when we were kind of, the network was new. My podcast was, people were just starting to listen. So it's like this whole new community of people, the Death Squad community, and then the, like you said, their so-called leader, or the guy that most noticeable guy in the community is starting to talk shit about, this group of people that are within the community trying to do their own thing, trying to do their own podcast. So ever since then, I had no desire to bring his name up ever again. Like, he doesn't exist. So that's why I try to, and a lot of people like to bring it up, which is fine, but there was a few instances, because it was one where he's, that, and then he just went off on Izzy Rock one time, and it's like, being disrespectful to his family and all that kind of shit. And then, that instance was kind of one of the last, I think, big blow-up things, drama things online.
It was just really interesting. It was like one of the most fascinating things ever, man, just to watch a big-time fan start. He was like posting him and Rogan's DMs, and he was like calling Red Band names, and it was just really interesting.
Well,
man.
he started the Death Squad movement when he was 3 years old. He has it written down in crayon.
That's what he says, man.
Yeah,
that's what he says.
It was crazy, man. When he went on one of his rants, like I had pages of screenshots of just him going like, I don't even remember all the shit. Yeah, like huge, like all these conspiracies of like what we're trying to do and how he warned Red Band so many times that this was going to happen or some shit. I don't know. I think he has problems, man. You know.
Yeah.
So
he must.
But
Intriguing dude.
I haven't heard from him or seen him or anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
But I also blocked him a long time ago, so I wouldn't expect to see him.
Shit anyway.
But I don't know. That's my relationship with Monkey Todd.
Yeah. I figured since there were a few, 2 other Death Squad, notable Death Squad fans, heavy hitters, figured I'd get their take on it. But what's up, Jay? What's up? How you feeling over there, bro?
They can definitely add their opinions to that as well.
Ooh, it looks like honey.
Yes, sir.
Some nice honey wax.
So out here on the West Coast, I get asked all the time, like, what are dabs, or like what's wax? This is how I describe wax to people, and you tell me if it sounds about accurate, Jay. Wax is to weed what crack is to cocaine. Wouldn't you say?
I say that's accurate. I'd say that's as an accurate description. The way I word it to people a lot of times is that it is the equivalent of like Everclear grain alcohol.
Yes, exactly.
You just need like a little serving of it, and you will get very, very fucked up.
Right.
As opposed to like sitting there and drinking like
exactly
10 beers and getting a mild buzz. Like,
yeah, I like that.
A much more potent version of weed, basically.
Yeah. Ray, have you ever fucked with dabs or wax?
Just like vaporizer stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah. I don't think most people know that like
Are
crack and cocaine are different.
On the podcast, we
What's up?
Explain to people what this is.
Sure.
Show oil rigs.
I don't know. Sure, why not?
You stream for that?
I mean, I guess if we get kicked off, we'll know.
Sorry.
I don't know how many people are listening, and of those people, I don't know how many are gonna like complain. So I don't really give a
Use
shit.
an oil rig like this, and there's a titanium nail that you heat up, and then the smoke goes down through your chamber.
Wow.
This is for tobacco concentrates, obviously.
That's so cool, man.
Then you just take a little bit of your concentrate, a little metal scooper, and you put it on the nail part that's heated up with a torch, and you basically inhale it through the glass water pipe.
That's really cool, man.
How about you, JR?
I just started with flowers, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm talking like my first experience with marijuana was absolutely fucking terrible. I had to go to the hospital. Cost me $2,000 because I didn't have health insurance, and it was not good, man. So I just started, and that was like 2.5 years ago. So I just started with flowers, with the plants. So now I'm terrified of that fucking wax. I've seen people who have smoked their whole lives pass out from taking dabs, So I'm definitely not fucking with that shit. No.
Yeah. Well, gents,
First of all, at some point, man, you got to come on my podcast, Sacred Plant Show, and tell that story about your first experience with.
I haven't even gotten into it, man. But I'd love to. How the JRE kind of made me feel better about how embarrassing the experience was. But yeah, people should respect the plant, man. It's not. It can be abused, man, and you definitely can't physically overdose. But I didn't respect it. That was my biggest thing, man. I didn't respect the potency of a edible high. I didn't know. That's the problem. And the guy who made him for me, he should have educated me, man. And if I can help, a person understand and kind of walk their way through edibles better than he did, because he just gave me the fucking pan. He didn't say, oh yeah, you can eat too much and think that you're dying. You know what I mean? So, people need to be more like shamans with that shit, even with flowers. People need to, you got to walk your brothers through it. Like, look, this is what you're going to go through. Make sure you have food. Make sure you're comfortable. I was none of those things. I had none of those things. So I thought the world was crashing in on me, and it's a plant to be respected, man. It really is.
Oh, for sure, 100%. People don't realize the rabbit hole they're going down when they get into the edibles game. And that is a big problem. I'm a huge weed advocate, but I'm a huge edibles advocate, but you hit the nail on the head with a couple of points that you made, that there's not a lot of labeling and consistency in the edibles game right now, just due to it being a black market thing for the most part. And because of that, it's not standardized. There's not, you know, like good labeling. You don't know the content of a lot of the edibles that you get. And so that very much affects dosage. Do I eat this whole edible? Do I eat 3?
Right.
You know, how's it going to affect me? Then people don't realize that the chemical changes after you ingest it and your body starts to break it down, and it like multiplies the strength
Oh
of
yeah.
the weed that's in there. So, I mean, all those things added together, and people can definitely get snuck up on.
Yeah.
And just get kind of overwhelmed by the edible. I've seen that happen a few times myself.
And truth be told, it could have been dangerous, man. Like, I mean, it felt as close to my brain frying and all my senses being shot. Like, I could have easily walked outside and, you know, gotten hurt. And it's a thing that if it's going to get regulated and it's going to be normal in this country, we do have to treat it with respect. You know, we have to make people feel comfortable. Like, we make it so these stories are less frequent of people freaking out. And, you know, that's the best. I think that's the best way to get it legalized.
Yeah.
One of the best ways to help it get legalized is to treat it with more respect. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the more it becomes legal, you know, the states legalizing it, more states medically legalizing it,
Yeah.
more it's easier for people. I mean, it's still difficult. A lot of people can't talk about it openly, you know, because of their job and whatnot. So the more people can openly talk about it, then the more education comes out, you know. I mean, I'm sure, you know, if prohibition for alcohol had lasted as long as it did, and, you know, people would get their hands on some hard alcohol, they'd like fucking, people would be killing themselves. 'Cause
Oh,
they
yeah, man.
wouldn't know. They're
You're
like,
right.
I'm just going to fuck. I mean, people do that already, you know.
But you're right, though.
So,
Yeah.
but I think, you know, the more education, more open people are able. I'm sure there's way more people that smoke than you think, you know, or that most people think. It's just nobody can talk about it
Right.
a lot of the time. So that's for me, like you said, JR. You know, when Rogan started talking about it, is one of the first people to honestly speak about it.
Yeah.
In not like a stoner way, you know, in a like an educated adult way.
manner. Yeah. Yep.
So, and you know, that's that in, you know, Kevin Smith as well, you know, talks about it, and there's a lot of these guys that have podcasts and voices are, you know, communicating about it in a more, you know, honest way.
So that's a big thing, like not just podcasts, but people that are successful in what they do, that are just not the fuck up stereotypical stoner. It's important when those people use whatever platform they have to go, yeah, I use weed all the time. And yeah, I'm still successful and I'm still a good person.
Yeah.
And then with that spotlight, that kind of changes the opinion of people who may sit on the fence about the issue that don't necessarily use it themselves. I think that's a very big deal. So, I mean, definitely big props to people like Rogan, who very well could just quietly have smoked weed under the table this whole time. But instead, he's been right up front with it and, you know, has a million people that see what he does. And so I think that really helps out legalization from a grassroots level, just changing minds, changing opinions on the issue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right, my friend. Yeah, you had mentioned me coming on and telling a story. I'd love to come on and tell a story. I'd love to, man. You just let me know. Just hit me up on Twitter and DM me, and we'll schedule it, man. I'd love to. How often do you do your podcast, Jay?
Yeah, that's funny. Ray's gonna have laughs over this.
All right.
Got a fuck ton of episodes recorded.
Yeah.
Only released like a half dozen or so far in the last 2 years. Like I've got tons of content on the shelf. Well, shout outs to Drew Sample. He does all the production, all my editing, all everything. I know nothing about the tech side of this shit, but it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it started out, I had access to do podcasts with the Izzy Rock. Like when he started his podcast a few years ago, we were both going out and, you know, being at these interviews after shows. And so I recorded some content too. I knew I wanted to do something, you know, related to weed, like a weed related podcast.
Right.
So I started recording episodes, And then it took a while before I became comfortable doing it and figuring out, okay, this is how I want to do it. This is how I go about it. And then at that point, I just recorded an open-ended podcast and kind of edited it down to an hour of like manageable, usable content.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes a while to edit down the old stuff because it was all over the place because I really wasn't very good at it. And, it just took a while to get the first, half dozen episodes out. And then I ended up traveling a lot last year and just really didn't have time to dedicate to sit down, get my old episodes all the way edited, get the production done, and have them posted. And so I've just now started to get like caught up on that. Like I moved into a new house last year too. So in the middle of a lot of travel last year, there's just a lot going on. And so now a lot of things are situated and I'm looking to release a lot of the old episodes soon.
Cool. Very cool. Yo, I thought you were going to sleep, Drew. I could have sworn I heard you say, well, guys,
I had to take a shit. I'm probably gonna go get some breakfast in a bit, then I'll jump back on. I'm having so much fun talking to you, JR.
That sounds good as fuck, man.
The nice thing is like it was so crazy with Yuck on because it's just like Yuck's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's like more chill and relaxed. Like these are like the podcasts that I typically do. It's like chill and relaxed, not 100 fucking people calling in and
yeah. But that was fun too. But you know how it is, man. With a big thing like this at Ray's doing, the first 4 hours is going to be insanity because everybody's excited. I called in, I was telling a crazy story about Yuck having a chainsaw vibrator, and that's how he burned his house down. And yeah, man. So yeah, now it's chill. I know fucking Ray. Yo, Ray, you are the man for this shit, bro. This is like I haven't really heard anybody say much of that. You're the fucking man for this shit, man. You're like you're a great fucking thinker and a great planner and. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something that you inspire me, man. Inspired Disorder, holla. But you inspire me, man. You set up your tent at Ray at Night, the event.
Yeah.
Dude, I've started like measuring and developing a booth like similar to yours. But I forgot to tell you, you inspired me to start that. Like I've already invested in apparel and I've already designed my banners. It's gonna be like real free thinking shirts because. One thing that I miss doing is I own a t-shirt printing company and I print for other people like podcasters. I printed the shirt Ray's wearing. I printed Yuck Nasty in them shirt, but I haven't had my own merchandise. So seeing Ray set up his tent at the Ray at Night event and selling his art, I'm like, I want to do that too. So I've started planning to get it set
Izzy
up.
Rock.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yo, this is Izzy?
Yeah.
Izzy
What
Rock.
up,
Izzy Rock was good, man. Izzy like, this is what I told Izzy. I'm like, yo, you look scary as fuck, but your voice is so gentle and so sweet, man. He's like, yo, you're like the scariest teddy bear I've ever seen in my life. What's good, Izzy Rock?
What up, y'all?
What up,
About
man?
2 hours away from getting off of work.
Yeah.
Fuck
We
yeah,
were
man.
just talking about you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hopefully it was good.
Always.
Of course, man.
All right, guys, I'm getting breakfast. Love you, Izzy. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Drew. Drew Sample,
What's
everybody.
up, fellas?
Yeah, what's good, man? We're just over here talking about how scary marijuana can get, especially with edibles, and the respect we should pay to it, and just shooting the shit, man. It's a 24-hour podcast.
Hell yeah, man. How's Ray doing? Is he seeing stars yet?
Nah, he looks good, man. I'll be honest with you. I thought I was gonna log in and he was gonna be. Well, actually, Drew was falling asleep before Ray. Drew's got no fucking. He's got no excuse. Ray has been up. He's been up probably about. In 2 hours, he will have been awake for 24 hours. In
That's
2
true.
hours, he's still got another 12 to go after that. So, yeah, he looks good, man. He looks good.
Well,
Hell
Yuck,
yeah.
Yuck ran most of the beginning, so since he had to go take his kid to school, I'm like, all right, I can do this. So I'm doing it. We'll see what happens in like another hour. I'll just crash, but for now, I'm okay.
Well, I love keeping up with what everybody's saying on Twitter, and I only got a couple of minutes, so I'm not going to stay on too long because I have to get back from lunch. But I love what everybody's saying on Twitter and the support that everybody's giving to Yuck. And this is community.
Yes.
Like a lot of us don't have those people around us. We might be like the outcasts or weirdos in the people around the people that we work with or live around. When we come together like this
as a community to raise money for somebody who's hurt. Like, this shit is the perfect example of the next stage in our evolution as a species, where we're like, we don't like our neighbors, fuck them. We got friends all over the place.
Yeah.
So I love to see it, man. I love it.
It's crazy, and the amount, and I mean, let's be honest, man. The amount of money. Let's just put it out there. It blew me the fuck away, man. Like, people really looked out. People really opened their pocketbooks and looked out for Yuck Nasty, and I mean, I'm completely blown away, bro. Completely.
We are currently
dude.
at.
Well, I'm going to be on later on this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on for a couple of hours, and I want to. If anybody's out there listening, I want to tell you guys what I got coming up at that time. I'm going to auction off an hour on my podcast. So if you want to get on and promote your shit, if you want to get on and just shoot the shit, an hour on the podcast. Dan Worms did it last year. Let's get somebody else to do it this time. And I also got some Death Squad merch. So I'm super excited to get on and talk to everybody and get off work. I thought I was going to get off work early, but not going to happen.
Those bastards. Don't they know?
See, what time are you going to go on there and do that?
Always grinding, man. Always trying to get that money.
Yeah, man. It's going to be on 4 Eastern, right?
4 p.m. Eastern, 4 to 6, I think is what Jill asked me. And, I'll go home and get a couple hours of sleep because I work late, man. And I saw everybody on, and there was so many people on, I was like, I'm not going to call.
It was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It got a little crazy.
So, JR, how you been, man?
Good, man. I'm glad to finally talk to you, man. Yeah, I'm good. Life is good, man. I'm living a fucking dream right now, bro. Like this.
I bet you are, dude.
I love seeing your vines, man. Yo, the one with your son where his mouth was fucked up. Yo, your kids be having me laughing, bro. And yo, the Twizzler shit. Yo, I'm telling you, I have thought that about red vines my whole life.
You guys
Who the
are fucking
fuck
crazy.
can eat red vines? Red vines.
Human
you know
beings.
what red vines is? Red vines is if Twizzlers were alive, that would be what their shit would be like. You know what I'm saying? Like
But I love that
Twizzlers would
shit.
shit red vines. You know, red vines are fucking gross, man. They taste like They taste like a mock out of Twizzlers, man.
There's something wrong with
They
you
taste like
guys.
plastic.
They're fucking disgusting, man. But I'm good, man. I'm glad you called in, man. I've been waiting to talk to you for a long time.
Oh shit.
I told you, no, I'm not. I'm just straightening up, fellas. Relax. Ain't
No, we
clothes
got
coming off, man.
somebody special on the line here.
Who
Low
that? Who
Animal.
Hey everyone.
Yo,
Low Animal's on.
Who's that?
Low Animal.
Yo, Low Animal. That's what you look like. What's good with you, bro? Oh shit.
Hey, what's up everyone?
Yo,
What up, man? How you
What's up,
doing?
bro?
In LA, we were talking about you, man. Most of them said they had never really seen what you look like. You good looking dude, man.
Yeah, only one person I've only met so far, which is Heidi, and I met her on Christmas Eve.
Well, Low Animal,
That
we've
was
been
pretty
trying
cool.
to get you to come out to these comedy shows for a while because we meet up out here in Arizona. We did Tony's show. We've been trying to get you to come out, man. You think we can get you to come out in 2014? We need you to make a resolution, Low Animal. Let's get it.
I think I'll be able to. You know, I've been getting better at actually meeting people and stuff, talking to people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think it's a big possibility.
Well, that'd be cool, man. 2014 is gonna be our time. That'd be cool if you came out, bro. Cause you're a very active part of this community, and you know it was a little bit strange meeting everybody for the first time. Out here in Phoenix, you know, cause you got some shy people in the group, but you know, eventually now that we've all met a few times, it's like we're fucking family, man. Like we all chat with each other on Twitter and shit. So you should come out, man, if you can. If you can.
Yeah, recently, you know, I've been doing some stuff. You know, I'm trying to get a job. I'll probably have a job in the next week or two. You know, so I'll actually have money to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I can handle it.
Well, that would be cool if you came out, bro. And I'm sure we're gonna end up doing like a mini trip to Cali or LA sometime this year. So maybe we can get you to come out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I really want to. You know, just the
Yeah.
nerves. You know, nerves always get the best of me.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I don't know if you can talk about it. Are you like, do you smoke at all? Like, do you partake
No,
in
I
that?
don't.
No? Okay, because I was gonna say that shit helps
I've had
a
offers
lot.
before, Yeah, I know. I mean, I would if I had the money, I guess.
Right.
But I don't have a job, so
Yeah.
I don't. But I know it would help me a lot. I know it
It
will.
does, bro. When you get it in your system, it changes you. You probably agree with me, no Susquehanna. Like when it gets in your fat cells and gets in your system, it becomes a part of you, man. And you realize that life ain't that fucking serious, man. Like the shit that you would be nervous about that wouldn't bring you out, little animal. That shit goes away when you have a good amount of weed in your system. It just makes you look at life differently. Like this shit it's not that serious. What do you think, Jay?
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it, but yeah, I never tried it before, but I think it would really help.
The plant changes you, man. It changes your perspective on the world. You start to look at things completely differently, and none of this is that serious, man. We're all connected, dude. Too. Like when you get a good high, like the type of high where it feels like your whole forehead and around your head just has like a bowl of cotton on it, and you start getting really introspective, you really start to realize that this thing is short, man, and we gotta fucking come together. And that's why I'm glad that Death Squad is such a really good community, because we're all in this shit together, man.
Fuck yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna take off. Jason, you take it easy, man. I'll talk to you later. JR, you take it easy. Low,
Yeah.
Ray, all you guys out there listening, donate just $1. If you have $1, just give $1. But if you have more, give more.
Fuck yeah, man.
But 4 p.m. Eastern, you fuckers get on and listen. I'll be on. Love you guys.
All
Fuck
in
yeah,
during
man.
that, Izzy. Have a good rest of your day, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, later, brother.
So yeah.
Yeah, take it easy, Izzy.
Izzy reminded me of something when he called. He's auctioning off some Death Squad memorabilia, I believe, when he comes on in the afternoon.
What is it?
He's got some posters, I believe. I'm not sure exactly, so I'll let him go into that when he comes back on air. But we also have, I got a list of stuff here that I didn't get to Jill in time to get on the website, like the pictures, but I'll post on Death Squad Ohio here this morning, here in a few minutes. But let's auction this stuff off, and whoever is the high bidder will mail this stuff out.
Hey, how can you tell what people are auctioning for? Like, do you have them put a thing on their donation, like a note, like, hey, I want this thing?
Yeah. I think that's everybody's doing it different.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if there's something specific that you want, because there's been a lot of stuff offered. Make sure you have at least your Twitter or something like that, and then whatever it is you're either bidding on or whatever, just put that in the comments or whatever after you donate.
Hey, go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna go make some more hot cocoa. Go ahead and start the auction.
What's up? All right. So first up, we have a Duncan Trussell signed little hobo poster. So that's one of the big posters like the Duncan has had on his site before. And the second thing is the Joey Diaz, Ari Shaffir 2012 Chicago show poster. And these are all signed, by the way, by the comic on the poster. We also have the Death Squad Ohio Super Show poster from last fall. And those are signed by Red Band, Tom Segura, and Christina P. And then a Rogan, Trussell, and Diaz signed Atlanta show special poster. And that's a Mike Maxwell poster. He also signed that. Then also the Rogan, Trussell, Diaz, Chicago 2012 Mike Maxwell poster. That's just the poster signed by Mike Maxwell. And then we have a large Duncan Trussell Family Hour logo poster signed by Duncan. And then also I have a pile of out-of-print Death Squad Cat number 2 stickers from Red Band, and those are also up for grabs.
Nice.
So I guess what we'll do is I'll post an individual picture of each of these on Death Squad Ohio within the next hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody can bid on whichever individual package they want. High bidder by the end of the podcast. Jill Himitsu email you. I talked to her about this before. She was wanting to, help out on that, I believe. and we'll get the poster sticker package sent out to you. So if you want any of that stuff, look for the Death Squad Ohio feed, and then donate to GoFundMe Yuck Nasty account.
Fuck yeah, and you go do that at gofundme.com/yucknasty, 2 S's in nasty. And JR is grinding up the bodies from his kill.
So is that the donation thing? Is that the highest bidder? Or is it like you donate anything and you get entered into a drawing or something?
For that one, it's going to be high bidder. Mike Maxwell's giving away stuff, and he's just going to put all the donors in a bucket and pull out some names just to give out everything.
Yeah, and actually,
That's
we can probably throw in some more of this stuff in the next too. But the stuff I just listed, that will be high bidder for each item. And then also, my homie Joe Rangatang in Toronto, the founder of High on Trees, we got a discussion in last night. We also want to put up for auction VIP ticket package to any of the High on Trees events this year, either in Toronto at the Underground Comedy Club or in Ohio with the Hot Comedy shows. And if anybody wants to bid on that, we're just going to do, tickets, VIP experience to the show. Like, if you follow the High on Trees shows, you know what goes down there, and you will be well taken care of. Let me just word it like that without going too far into it, but you will be well taken care of. You will get first row seats. You will get all that, the complete VIP High on Trees experience. And so, again, high bidder on that. And we'll work with that person afterwards to select which show they want to go to and all that. We'll work out the details. Whatever the winning bidder wants to do, we'll do our best to get that either in Toronto or Ohio. And so that's the High on Trees package that you can bid on as well.
Nice, man.
I think that we will... I think I'll probably just hashtag that on the Sacred Plant show, or maybe I'll have Joe do the High on Trees account, but high bidder on that as well. We'll get that. So
sweet.
That's the stuff that we have up for auction right now. Anybody that wants to get that or has any other questions, hit me up on Twitter at @no_Susquehanna.
Yeah, get to bidding.
Or Jill.
Good
And there's
morning,
Jill.
boys.
Hi, Jill.
There's my little animal.
How
Good
you
morning.
doing, Jill?
I'm tired. I got a little juiced up last night, so
It's all right.
yeah, but then I had to get up and be responsible this morning.
Yeah, I'll have to do that soon.
It's overrated.
It is so overrated.
Yeah.
So what have I missed in the hours in which I was being a normal person and sleeping?
A lot of stuff. One of Yuck's friends came on and told a bunch of stories about dogs.
Who
And
came on?
I can't remember his name.
Was it Dice?
Yeah.
It was Dice? Oh, I missed Dice.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out Dice V Dub on Twitter.
Yep. And,
Yeah, Paul DeWalt. I love him. He's a good guy. What's up, JR?
Hey, Jill, I spent some time with your husband out here in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
We had some good conversations, man. He's a good dude. He's has he left us permanently on Twitter?
He has.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's he made the choice to leave, and he did it for a positive reason, though. It's 100%. It's 100% positive reason why he wants to get off of Twitter, and I don't blame him, honestly. So, but is he up? Where is he?
We are actually not currently together.
Oh shit! Okay, Death Squad exclusive. God damn. Okay, well my bad. Have you talked about that on any podcast, or does anybody know? Oh man, I'm really sorry to bring that shit up. Well, D Himitsu, if you're listening, I love you to death, brother. And yeah, I had a good time with you out here in Phoenix. But
he's not
yeah.
awake though. Well, no, he is probably awake, going to work.
Okay. Now you look like you just woke up. You got lipstick on or something like that?
No.
Oh, okay. You just got the beautiful rosy lips, girl. The beautiful rosy lips, woman. Oh yeah.
Gonna make
So
it turn red on camera.
yeah. So you guys were looked like you guys were having a good time earlier, Jill.
Oh
I was watching. I watched for about 7 hours straight, actually, till I went to sleep and then woke up for this.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy.
It was insane.
A little bit.
I don't usually partake in the partying on a Tuesday night, but I can't help it. When you put me in this group of people, like it's like you're sitting in the living room with all my friends. So
they are a good group of people, but when you have that many people on, it's like really only like 2 or 3 people can talk at once. The rest are just listening there, but they're on video sucking up the goddamn bandwidth. Yuck Nasty and because Jill, I know you weren't watching live, but I was. Yuck Nasty and Dogs, they were having some major technical difficulties in the beginning. They got it figured out, but yeah, it's tough, man. When you're trying to organize an event this big, it's tough to keep all your ducks in a row, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know it. Well, I just wanted to call in and say hi. See what I was missing. See if anybody's been checking the grand total. No? Nobody's.
Ray, have you been checking the grand total?
I did earlier, but I don't. Let me see. Hold on. We are at, well, at least for the GoFundMe account is at $6,735 at GoFundMe.com/yucknasty. 2 S's in nasty.
So how long has this 24-hour been going on?
What day is
13
it?
and a half hours.
Yeah.
13. Nice.
I heard that Bert tried to call in, but that he couldn't.
Yeah, well, because the original number Yuck gave out was the wrong one. He's the 2 numbers, so they gave Bert
to call in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll text him.
But he got the wrong number, so.
I'll text him and see if I can get him to call in.
Well,
yeah, that would be amazing.
You guys get Red Band or anybody else to call in like last time?
We actually called into the Naughty Show. Sam called in. Gareth was on for a while. And
Eddie Bravo called in.
Eddie Bravo, MMA Roasted.
Sayat, the Flying Jew.
Yep.
Flying Jew.
Yep.
Mike Maxwell called in for a
Mike
little
Maxwell.
Yep.
Who's actually going to be hosting the 10 to 1 p.m. shift?
Mike Maxwell is a motherfucking heavy hitter. Did you see him on, I believe it was JRE, or no, the Ice House Chronicles, where he's talking about the guy who like stole his art? That was fucking cool, man. Mike Maxwell is out there.
Yeah,
it's not that old, man. It's maybe within probably 5 to 6 episodes ago, and he was on there talking about the plagiarism with his work, and but yeah, he's sitting right next to Rogan.
Yeah, I seen that one. He's talking about his skull paintings and stuff.
It's crazy, man.
He texted Rogan. We both messaged Rogan and asked him to come on.
Yeah.
Well, I remember he was on an old episode of Ice House Chronicles, like one of the first ones they did before they actually got into the building.
Yeah.
Where they were talking outside of the place. That was the first time I've ever heard of him. He brought them in here. Rogan brought Mike Maxwell into the whole group thing there. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna cut up. I'm not gonna use up all the bandwidth. I'll send some messages. See who I can't get on. Church starts in about 28 minutes, so I'm sure that I'll hit the chat rooms and send everybody over here. And I called Joey, but he didn't answer. So.
You're a bad bitch, Jill. You've been doing a lot of work on this shit, man. I respect you and Ray for putting all this shit together and showing Yuck Nasty so much love. That's fucking cool of you guys, man. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks,
Ray
Joe.
is the man.
Yeah,
I have to say.
We're making it work.
Very cool.
Yeah, and thank you to Ray, too, for doing all this. 24 hours again?
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous.
Something wrong with my brain, guys. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah. I already set up the appointment. We're going to go get a mental health screening.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well,
See
it's
what
the
I can do
least I
about
can
that
do.
beard of his.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is crazy.
Sucking the brain cells out of my head.
Let me know if you guys need anything. Otherwise, I will be in and out of here all day, I'm sure. And I will be back for the last hour, probably.
All right, Jill Himitsu.
All right, Jill.
Love
Talk
you guys.
to you later.
Bye.
Yeah, buddy.
And there she goes, you guys.
That was Jill Himitsu.
No Susquehanna, what are you doing over there, bro?
What's good? I'm still posted up over here in the smoke section.
I'm surprised I can still see you. There's not enough smoke. And
Oh, there
he
you
goes.
go. he's like, well,
let me
now
fix
that you
that.
mention it,
Let me fix that.
yeah, man.
There's a little bit more for you, though, animal.
Ray, you don't really mess around on camera too much.
Tonight?
No, I mean, you don't really like do your thing on camera too much, do you? I don't even know if I can say it. Like what,
Oh,
smoke.
no. I mean,
Yeah,
I
okay.
try not to. I try to keep it,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I put Ray on too. Can I talk about it, Ray?
A lot of people can't go on record on camera
Mhm.
the way they would like to due to the fact of 85% of asshole companies in this country.
Yeah.
And that's still a real big problem that a lot of cannabis users have to like grapple with.
It's
how
changing though.
it may be versus what repercussions that may have financially in real life. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a delicate balance for a lot of people. And I know, the stigma's changing, especially now Colorado, Washington are on deck with full legalization. And, we're a couple weeks into that and, everything's still standing. Colorado hasn't burned to the ground. Like it's working out okay. So as that goes further along, people are going to be more comfortable with being open about it. But, right now, not everybody's in a position where they can just blow clouds on screen like we've been doing all morning so far.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the world's changing around us, you guys. This whole gay marriage thing, that was the first, I would say, for me, the first realization that the system of doing things, they're not going to be able to hold on to it forever, man. So, eventually gay marriage will be legal all over the country, and so will marijuana. It's just inevitable. Who's calling it?
Hey, there he is.
Dirty Devo.
The Dirty D.
What is good?
What's
Stan?
good, bruh? I be seeing you on Vine, don't I?
Yep,
Dirty?
I be seeing you too.
Yeah, what's good, bro, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Life is good. Ray asked me to help him host the 4 a.m. to whatever slot, and we just been out here shooting the shit, man. Talking about this community, talking about marijuana, talking about how we can't talk about marijuana.
Yeah, it was just that's what made me want to call in because there's another aspect a lot of people don't forget too. Because like I'm in a professional environment as well, but also a parent.
Yeah.
So if you're a parent and you're also an active parent in like your school community, like I like to I'm a head coach of a basketball team for first and second graders right now. I do little league, really active with my kids. So it's another aspect I can't talk about because I don't know how other parents are going to react. Because I've spoken with other people who aren't parents of kids my age, but their kids are actually older.
Mhm.
So that parent type comes from a different generation, and they look at it still like it's an illicit drug, like it's this really bad thing because they grew up for 50 years of being ground in their head that
it's not even their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a miseducation thing. That's really all it comes down to. And again, No Susquehanna and I were talking earlier about the respect. It doesn't really get treated with respect. One, I would say, because let's be 100% honest. A pretty high percentage of your typical stoner are fucking morons. You know what I mean? They're not really doing shit with themselves. They're just loafing around.
Well, those are the ones that don't mind people knowing because they don't have anything to lose,
So that's a huge issue with it being more commonplace, is that the outspoken masses about marijuana are the typical potheads, but then you got guys like Rogan and a lot of people in this community that are really helping change the way that it's viewed by the world. So, Dirty, wouldn't you agree that probably in the next, let's say like 30, 40 years, that perception is going to start changing?
Yeah, I mean, I see it already. Even with some of the older people that I thought I would never. I live in Massachusetts, so it's a pretty liberal state. But even when it comes to like, it's decriminalized here, and they have the medical marijuana passed, and right now they're trying to put on the ballot to legalize, along with Maine and Vermont. They want to jump on the bandwagon too, but there's still a lot of people that have a lot of that conservative mindset. Even though it is a liberal state, when it comes to drugs, they're automatically turned off without even listening to anything. They just hear drugs and they're like, oh, no, hell no. But I do see it. I see a lot of people that I never would have thought I see change. and within the past couple of years, like I've been having discussions with people where they were like totally against it. Now they're like, you know what? Now that I've actually listened to the argument, I've actually read and actually understand a little bit better, my mind is starting to change.
Now, just let a few of these people who work in corporate America who are terrified of marijuana, let them have about 3 successful, normal friends that are like, yeah, I do it. You know, that would change the stigma. That would start rolling. That would start the snowball rolling to changing the perception of marijuana in this country. You know, Joe Rogan, same thing happened with Ray. Ray and I have very similar stories. Joe Rogan was the first person I ever heard talk about marijuana in the manner that he does. Yeah. And it fucked my head up. I'm like, oh, that doesn't make sense that it's illegal. It doesn't kill anybody. You know, but alcohol does. Shit that's legal does. So then at that point, that was when I said, I started my business, JR Customs. At that point, I said, I'm going to go ahead and start. And man, it's been a fun fucking ride. And no, it isn't what people say it is. You know, it's not this scary drug. If it's respected and used almost like a shamanic herb, and you have somebody walking you through it like, hey, listen, you know, this is what you're going to go through. This is exactly what it's going to be like. Just make sure you're somewhere comfortable. It would get a lot more respect.
Yeah, and everybody's different too. So like, you got to realize that different people react differently. To me, like, I'm wired differently. It zones me in. Like, I work in IT, so I'm in front of my computer all day. Like, I get high, I can zone in on an issue, and I can troubleshoot. And that's what I do. I mean, so to me, it's completely different. I'm not doing it recreationally to say, oh man, I'm fucking bro. I mean, I like to get that way, but like I have kids and stuff, so I can't get that way. I mean, like when I do, it's a treat for me, and that's one I have. The selection isn't as good here on the East Coast as it is there, so I got to search. I really like sativas. I really like that heady, trippy high. So I really got to search for that. So when I do find it, I make time to where I get high like that. But most of the stuff here is the indica, so it just kind of dumbs you down. Yeah. So I just use it sparingly throughout the day. Also because I can't afford it, and the wife gets on me if you spend too much.
It's expensive, man. But I tell you what, if you get your body acclimated to edibles, you know, when I first got here to Phoenix, I moved here from New York. The first thing I did was go get my card because, again, I'm a fucking adult. I don't have time to be getting pulled over and get arrested, and you know, I have to have my old lady pay my rent because I'm in Tent City in Phoenix in jail for 6 months. So I got my card. And I bought 2 things. I bought a big quantity of flowers and a huge quantity of shake. And that bag of shake was maybe like $100. Do you know that I just cooked my last batch of edibles like a month ago? So I had an entire year of edibles for $100. Oh, so if you can get your hands on some clippings, man, a good amount of them for cheap, make yourself a big batch of oil and just use it throughout the year. I'm telling you, man, when you get your body used to like the effects and you know how much to take and you know your own dosage, it becomes dirt cheap to get high. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I know I buy it. Sometimes there's guys that I know that there's a guy who works at a candy place. So he makes chocolates.
Of course.
He makes chocolates and truffles. So I can get those, and those are relatively cheap. And then there's another guy I know who makes lemon squares on the regular. Yeah. And I get those, but to me, I think I must be missing something, or they're really weak because I got to eat a lot of them before I can feel it. And I don't smoke a lot. Like I wouldn't say I'm like smoking quarter ounce every day. Like I'm smoking an eighth a week. Right. So I'm not getting high all the time, but like I'll eat 2 lemon squares and I'm barely feeling it. So I don't know if they're just weak or what. And I've always felt that with any of the edibles that I've gotten here, is just like I got to eat a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad idea to make your own too. That way you know your own dose, because that
was good.
That's something that Jay was talking about earlier, is that it's just not well regulated, the doses and the amount. You know, your average guy who's making cookies at his house on a Sunday with his hippie wife, he's not going to label how many milligrams of weed are in those cookies. So that's why it's good to just make your own and just know your own dose and, you know what you need to get where you need to get. And it becomes really inexpensive.
Yeah.
One thing I was floored by was the prices in LA. Like, I live in Phoenix, like I said. So when I came out there with Ray and them, I had, LA Speedweed, Dirty? LA Speedweed? Yep. So it was like the first thing I did was call LA Speedweed. And like a whole joint packed this full of fucking weed. I mean packed to the gills. $5. That's dirt fucking cheap, man. Or like edibles. like an edible, like the type of edible that would put you on your ass if you ate the whole thing. I'm talking like Joey Diaz levels a high $5, dude. Like the weed is dirt cheap in California.
I would love for it to be like that.
LA's crazy. Like it's literally on every block and like advertised. San Diego's very different. San Diego is like, because they shut everything down.
And you got a military base right there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of rich people in like La Jolla and Coronado, so there's a lot of money and military. But in LA, it's literally, when they say it's on every block, it's like there was one time we had to go to Guitar Center and there was a dispensary across the street. You go down that block, there's another one on the other that just opened up just at the other end of the block. It's fucking ridiculous.
With California when I was stationed out there. I was stationed in Camp Pendleton from, I think it was 97 to 2000, 2001. And I absolutely loved it. I almost wanted to go AWOL and just go live in California and say fuck everything, because it was so... I used to drive my Camaro, my IROC Z Camaro, down to fucking San Diego every freaking weekend I could and get my bald head sunburnt with the T-tops down. But that place is so freaking awesome, man.
Yeah,
definitely. Now, Dirty, what's your nationality, man? You look like you're mixed with something.
My mom's side of the family is Filipino, and then my dad's side is just Irish and French.
Yeah, I thought you were maybe mixed with some black. Like you kind of like, we look like we could be cousins or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you do. Doesn't he look kind of like mixed a little bit? Like you might like your grandma might have hooked up with a black dude a long time ago, so you got like just a touch of chocolate on your side.
Maybe that's the Filipino side. I don't know.
Yeah,
just the tip.
Part of it makes
my grandma was pretty dark Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Filipino women make some good food, bro.
I'm going home to vacation this Saturday. We're going to fly down. My wife, my 3 boys, and then my in-laws are coming. We're bringing one of my cousins to help out with the kids.
Very cool.
Stay a week down there. My sister's actually, her kids haven't met my kids, so they're going to actually stay with us the whole week at the house we're renting and stuff, so it's going to be awesome.
Now, is your name DeVoe or Devo?
DeVoe. And I've heard Devo. As soon as Belle Biv DeVoe came out, it was DeVoe. But before that, all the older people remember Whip It Good. So they'd be like, Devo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hear everything. I mean, it's DeVoe, but it's whatever. I've heard it all. So I'm not particular about it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I like what you're doing with your shirts. Some of the shirts you've made.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's crazy, man. It's been a wild ride, bro. And this is, I tell people all the time, it's a dream come true. Me and that boy, Death Squad Arizona, Tony Hinchcliffe and Red Band came here to Phoenix not that long ago, and I set up merchandise for Tony Hinchcliffe, and we got to like hang out with them. That was my first time hanging out with Red Band, like actually hanging out with him, where it's like 5 of us in the green room smoking weed. And that was, at that point, I said, this is it, dude. Like, this is for me to go from being a 100% just fan, just listening to these guys, to being heavily involved in the behind the scenes stuff and like being on Brody's TV show and all those things like that. That has been an absolute dream come true, man. Just,
That's what's been awesome about this community. It's not just all of us, the fans, that have been awesome. It's those guys. Those guys have all been awesome and welcoming to everybody. And that's what's kind of been infectious about the whole JRE and the whole Death Squad. Like, I started listening to podcasts because I was actually a commuter. The whole Dirty Commuters. I used to drive 230 miles a day, every day, back and forth to work. Because I live in north central Massachusetts. I drive down to southern Rhode Island every day for work. And then I was blessed last year. They offered me to be full-time remote. So that's what I do now. I do my job full-time from home. I don't have to leave. I get to spend all the time I want with my kids.
Yeah.
But before that, I was listening to the podcast. I was eating them up. And Joe Rogan, as much as he's doing them now, like, I would have still had so much time because I was on the roads for so long.
Right.
That I was listening to so many podcasts, and I was like, this community is so awesome. Just because of that, they've been accepting to not just themselves and opening up. They've always been the type of people that, okay, who's the new comedian on the rise, and they want to give them airtime, and they want to show people that these guys are funny too. So that's what's been so infectious about the whole community. It's nobody's out there to stomp on anybody's dick and say, hey, I'm here first, or I'm the man. Everybody's been sharing it all, and it's been awesome.
Positive energy, man. You know, push, believe.
Yeah. And also the other thing I wanted to say is I'm with Ray Taylor with the freaking vines. I like the red vine. Maybe it's because I don't like the intense, shitty flavor of the artificial fruit flavor in a Twizzler, and it's way more intense in a Twizzler than it is in a red vine.
You guys like red vines, man? Yo, you guys, that's that low budget shit. No, fuck you, Ray. Get that sound effect off of there, man. Nah, man, it ain't. No, red vines are there. This is the thing about red vines, okay? So with Twizzlers, if I was to squeeze the fuck out of a Twizzler, nothing would happen because it's dense. That's good shit. But when you take a red vine, you could sneeze on it and it would just fall apart. Like you could take a red vine, ball it up in a ball of red goop, and then just toss it at the wall and it would stick. Like
maybe that's why I like it.
Nah, you guys, nah. That shit gets stuck in your teeth and in your gums and shit. That's how you get fucked up teeth, man.
Yeah,
Dental
but it's
advice
so
from
worth
at
it.
J.R. Steiner.
It's delicious.
Don't eat red vines.
And you got to get fresh red vines, the nice soft ones.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
I think you're getting the ones that are just like a week old. They just been sitting out in the air.
And
they get all
dude,
dry.
The first indication that red vines are fucked up, they come in a fucking bucket, bro. They come in a see-through bucket. There's no other food that comes in a see-through bucket. So if you're fucking with red vines, you got a problem, man.
They got nothing to hide, man. Fully transparent.
I grew up on the Disney brand too, because my mom and my grandmother have worked in Disney my whole life, and then I worked at Disney World when I was in high school. So I used to like the Disney brand red vine. I don't know if that's any better than the original red vine.
Probably not. That's got just as much as cocaine as all their other food does, man. Disney, that's a scary place, man. I would love to do. I've never done shrooms. I'd love to do shrooms and go to Disney World. That'd be fucking
tackle
cool.
the mascots.
So what
Hey,
you let's go down the line, and now the only person here that it seems like doesn't smoke weed or doesn't openly smoke weed is Low Animals. So I want to go around the room and I want to hear what you guys' favorite high food is. DeVoe, let's go. What's your favorite high food?
Probably pizza. I can
Really?
kill pizza when I'm high. I mean,
What goes on your favorite high pizza? What are your toppings?
pepperoni and mushrooms. Heavy on the mushrooms, heavy on the pepperoni.
Oh, that sounds so fucking good, man. I'm a huge fan of pizza, man. I've been making these things for years called tortitas, and what they are is it's literally just a tortilla. Well, pizza toppings on top of a tortilla. The purpose that serves is it cooks really fast. It's like 10 minutes in the oven, and so you got this crispy shell, and then we got stuff talking about food. 'Cause I'm fucking high and I'm hungry as fuck. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. And then the second purpose it serves, you're not getting as much carbs. You know, you don't get to look this sexy without watching what you eat. So I've been making these tortilla pizzas for years, and man, they're a hit at parties. Like I'll bring the stuff to make them at parties. 5 minutes in the oven, 5 minutes out. Everybody has their own personal pizza. But yeah, man, you should give that a shot. If you like pizza, but you want to keep like your carbs low, just get a pack of tortillas and put the same shit you would put on a pizza on a tortilla. Put it in the oven. Magnifico.
We always have tortillas, man. My kids, they just go in there and grab them, roll some turkey and shit in them all the time and eat them.
All right, Ray Taylor, what's your favorite high food? Let's go.
Fuck, man. I don't know. I enjoy a nice grass-fed steak off the grill. That's really good.
Oh, do you do A1 or no?
No, fuck no. Just salt and pepper right off the grill.
I still fuck with A1, man. Have you ever tried Montreal steak seasoning on your steaks, Ray?
Yeah, I've tried that. I don't. With steaks, I just
shout out
plain
to A1 Tabasco with
fuck yeah.
Well, that shit is the chronic.
A1 Tabasco.
They got different flavors of A1, man. All right, so that's your favorite is a grass-fed steak. You know, I went to Whole Foods when I first moved out here because there's no Whole Foods in New York. Well, where I'm from in New York, and I went to get some grass-fed beef because of course I heard about it on the Rogan podcast. That shit is like twice as much. Like a grass-fed ribeye, it's like twice as much
it's
per
smaller.
pound as that Safeway shit.
It's a lot smaller.
And it's less marbled too.
It's because there's no fat in it. It's because they're healthy animals.
Yeah,
but it's a totally different taste, man. It's fucking delicious.
We have farms that have it that are relatively close to me, so we can actually travel. And it's not much because I can travel to the farm. It's not much more.
Yeah. That situation.
And you can do what are they? The CSA. We do the CSA with the vegetables, like the farms around here. We just
you pay like $300 in the beginning of the year, and you just get more vegetables than you ever use. Yeah.
Every week we go down to the center of town, and they have their fruit, their vegetable
That's
stand.
awesome.
That's what we paid for, and then they have the same thing with the meats too. You can do the same thing with the meats, and then there's the other thing I've gotten into, and I can't stand going back to regular milk, is grass-fed milk. I'm lucky that right down the road there's a Stillman's Farm, and they're grass-fed milk.
What's the difference?
Oh, it's so much creamier. It's
Is
so
it?
much to me. Especially if you get you put chocolate in that, it almost tastes like you're drinking melted chocolate ice cream. Like it's
Now
so
it's still it's still pasteurized, right? It's not
Still
raw,
pasteurized.
right?
They actually offer raw. They do have raw because it's still legal to sell here, but they're trying to make it illegal to sell.
Yeah.
I've tried it. I mean, I've liked raw milk. I've been to my family's dairy farm in Delaware one time. And had a chance of drinking it right out of a cow. But the raw milk's pretty good. I wouldn't want to have it. You got to drink it fast. I mean, I could probably, my house, I have 3 boys. We go through about 5 gallons of milk a week.
Yeah. Growing boys.
Yeah.
Get big and strong, man. Yeah. All right. So, Low Animal, I know you don't smoke, but what's your favorite food when you're planning a game session, like where you're like you got like, you know, you've told your mom just leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna be in my room playing Xbox. You got all your friends on chat. You're in the buzz. You're in the zone. You're ready to pop some heads. What's your favorite like zone out Xbox food?
I don't really have like an Xbox food or anything like that, but
You don't have like a favorite snack for when you're like in the zone, like
no, because usually I'm too my adrenaline's pumping too much, and I
Really?
can't really eat anything, you know.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that was probably the best answer we've had all night. Thanks a lot, Low Animal. You could have at least fucking given us some bullshit, at least a joke or some shit. Like, come on, Low Animal.
Well,
what do you
you're
like
not letting
to
me
eat?
finish. You're not
What do
letting
you
me
like
finish.
to eat,
Can't I finish?
motherfucker?
Can't I finish?
Chicken.
I'd have to say, well, yeah, chicken, I guess. But yeah, I'd have to say brownies.
Fuck yeah.
Some sort of brownies.
It's a good answer.
Except I can't eat too much, I'll just get sick and just feel like dying. But yeah, brownies.
Oh, that sounds so good. No Susquehanna.
See, Low Animal, that might be fucked up because if you accidentally eat weed brownies when you have the munchies, you go down this horrific spiral of you get high, get the munchies, eat weed brownies, get way more high, get the munchies, eat more weed brownies. Gets fucked up real quick.
I'll end up like Yoshi Obayashi in a garage.
Yeah.
for 6 hours.
No Susquehanna. What's your favorite high food, bro?
Man, I think that just depends on just changes from time to time.
Really?
I do have to shout out Terrible Beehive. He brought a ton of gummy bears and all kinds of shit. That Squad Ohio recording cave. And everybody that's been through here on this feed has just been super fucking baked and smashing on all these different packs of gummy shit for like the last 10 hours. So thank you, Terrible Beehive.
Very cool, man. Yeah.
I just had a quick update for you guys.
Uh-huh.
I just talked to Joey, and he said that he will be calling in at 11 when Mike is on.
Okay, sweet.
So that way everybody knows what to look out for and stuff. Of 11 o'clock, Joey Diaz will be in the house.
Sweet.
All right?
Sounds good.
I know. I was happy. I was happy to get an answer before church started.
Try to get Tom Segura and Christina P in here.
Hey, look who it is.
Get the mommies in here.
Ivan the Terrible.
Ivan. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys talk to Ivan and his gorgeous beard. You guys rub your beards together or something. Look at Devo's on here. Ray Taylor's on here. Ivan's on here. It's like Velcro in the house.
I'm the only one without a beard. That's some hair.
Yeah, I guess
Not
everybody has some kind of beard except for me and Low Animal.
You guys are gonna leave with beard burn.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody?
What up, man? How you doing?
Good. Just got off of work, about to head to my other work.
That sounds like
Killing
a lot
it
of
this
fun.
morning.
What was that?
I said just got off of work, about to head to my other job. Killing it this morning.
Nice.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Well, be safe driving, brother.
I'm good. I'm just watching the road. I've been watching you guys this entire time.
Yeah, I was watching last night when it first started, when it kicked off at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then I was going until like Cleo came on with Dogga and Yuck. which, oh my God, I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass off before that when Dog and Yuck were dancing and they didn't know we couldn't hear the music and all we heard was like their stuff. They were just moving. I was dying.
I was screaming at the computer screen like, we can't fucking hear you, man.
Shit was so funny.
That's what most of that first show was, right? Technical difficulties.
Maybe it wasn't even music. Maybe they were just dancing.
No, they were playing their music. Yeah, it was like the first half hour to an hour, probably. I don't know. My judgment of time at this point is pretty gone.
I don't know. I stayed up later than I wanted to just because I couldn't stop watching.
Same here. I was watching for like 7 hours straight, and then I said, okay, if I got to get up and get on for a couple hours, I better go to sleep.
I wasn't watching the entire time, but I had it on in my pocket the entire time.
For those of you who are wondering who this is Death Squad Arizona. I've mentioned a bunch of times that I drove from Arizona to California to come meet up with these guys, Ray Taylor, Jill Himitsu. Well, I rode with the guy who's on the phone. His name's Death Squad Arizona. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Playboy? You missed the corner, man? Don't you miss calling into the corner?
I miss everybody, man.
Yeah.
Fucking reality sucks.
Yeah, reality's a bitch, man. But you got to get that paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have actually a bunch of podcast equipment here, and I called them to see if they wanted it. But it seems like they got a decent setup. Seems like they got a laptop to talk into, and I mean, really, all I have is the actual microphones and the mixer. But they said they were good, so I can't wait till the corner comes back, like officially, with like sound effects and like full on. But it's going to.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it back going.
When are you gonna get your podcast going, man?
Who, me? JR?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing no podcast, bro. I said you should do a podcast or be on podcast. You got a good story, man.
Yeah. Good advice with Ivan.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, nah, you got a good story. Your life story is fucking cool, man. Like all the shit you've been through and some of the really tough parts of your life. And, I mean, you've told me a lot of fucking stories, man, and they're podcast worthy. So I wish you would get on more and talk about your life. And you know what I mean?
One day.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
Well, he's on one now.
Yeah, man. So who's hosting it next?
Mike Maxwell's up at 10 to 1 p.m.
And who's auctioning everything off?
Everybody's kind of doing all kinds of different stuff. There's a bunch of stuff available. Mike Maxwell got a bunch of art donated from a bunch of his art buddies. Lee Syatt is donating some of his time to help somebody set up a podcast or be a guest on his podcast or buy his underwear used or unused. Alex from the Alex Cast is going to give one of his books away, a signed book for a certain amount of donation. There's a lot of stuff.
Is there one central place they could all go and bid on it?
Absolutely not. For Mike's stuff, it's all on his either Instagram or his Facebook. He's been posting pictures of all the art. He's just going to go and everybody that's donated and tag their shit with their Twitter name, he's just going to draw names out of a bucket basically and just give people prizes. And
for the anonymous people, no?
Yeah, they're kind of out of luck unless they donate again and do it unanonymously.
That's what they get for donating $1.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jason's got stuff that's going to the highest bidder, and then Izzy's coming on with some stuff as well that's going to the highest bidder. So it's all kinds of different. If there's something somebody's listening to that they want, they tag what they want in the thing or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Just hit up whoever is associated with
Yeah.
that item on Twitter, and they'll be able to answer your questions or help you out on whatever it is, for sure.
Right on.
Maybe we should do a bid where I cut my hair for the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, only if it's live on camera. Would you do it live on camera?
I don't know if I'd be able to, but yeah, I would do that.
No, I mean literally. Like, let's say like I was the highest bidder and I bid like $400. Like, you would literally take scissors and just cut it all.
Oh yeah, I would just cut it.
Dude, that'd be
Cut it
fucking
off.
amazing, man.
Just get a shaver and just shave it off.
Just leave like a cul-de-sac.
Giant
Or just
skull.
leave the top part just really long, like a mohawk.
Or Ray, you can shave your beard.
Yeah, man. I said on Twitter if we got the $20,000 mark, I was just gonna shave all the hair off my head.
Oh wow.
I don't think. I mean, we're getting close to 7. We're still not done yet. We're only about halfway through, so who knows what can happen? See where we're at right now.
And that goes until 4 today, right? Or 3 today?
4 p.m. Pacific. Yeah.
Okay.
5 o'clock our time. I'm.
Okay.
We're getting a call.
Right on, man.
7 p.m. for those East Coast folks.
Yeah. And we got a caller. Hello, caller. Okay.
Nobody.
If we have traffic, 1985.
Hi, this guy with Ivan.
Hey,
Sorry, Ivan.
when you're not talking, you should put your shit on mute, man. That shit sounds like a monster.
Yeah, I had to cut him off. Sorry, Ivan. You can call back when you're not in the wind tunnel. We got a caller. Who's on the line? Hello. And they're gone.
Up too, bro. It's fucked up.
Oh well.
Probably fucked him up with my traffic report.
Ray, you're a good producer, man. I like the way you handle shit. You take shit charge. You know what I mean? You take charge.
Same here. This is my first time actually interacting with Ray other than Twitter
Really?
or ADC. We never really actually got to talk to him. I mean, I've talked to Izzy. I was on his podcast, and then Izzy recorded one with me that ended up not recording on my computer. And we haven't got back to re-record. So
Ray was the first Death Squad person I ever met, man. I went out and visited him last
You guys
year in
met
San
a bar,
Diego.
didn't you?
That sounds gay as fuck, bro. No, we did not meet in the bar, bitch. We met on Twitter, and then we met in the parking lot.
Well, I remember seeing a picture of you two in a bar, so that's why I said a bar.
No, I'm busting balls, but yeah, we actually met in the parking lot, and I'm like, Ray? He's like, JR? Oh, cool, man. What's up? So I wanted to smoke while I was out there, so I had to go to this head shop and buy like one of those fucking crack pipes, like those little fucking they call it chillums, I think. Don't they call them chillums? The little glass pipe that you smoke a little weed out of, and I had something to smoke while I was there, which was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times, man.
Yeah, man.
Ray, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel?
I don't know. I'm fluctuating between here and not here, and we're
Really?
getting callers. Hello, callers. Are you on? Are you there? Callers.
Caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, JR and I met out here. The first guy I met up and went up to the Ice House and met up with Mike Maxwell.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
yeah,
to
that's right.
hang out in the Death Squad studios with him and Tony and
Can't we
Billy
like see your
Bonnell.
feet or like your arm or something on one of those videos?
I don't think so, because I went to watch the comedy show. Mike kind of went back and forth between the comedy show and the podcast studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was my first experience. Brody was there. It was kind of weird. It was cool though. I wasn't dehydrated, so it all went out. It went.
Was that your
perfectly fine.
first time like being that close to the guys like Brody and Rogan and Red Band and them?
That may have been like my first comedy show, like live show, maybe.
Wow.
And it was in stage 2 of the Ice House, which is a small room.
And had you already been listening to the Death Squad podcast?
Oh
and
yeah,
that sort of
yeah,
thing?
yeah. I mean, I was listening
So
to everybody.
that
from the
whole
beginning,
thing probably
so.
tripped you the fuck out. Like, were you high as well?
I mean, allegedly, maybe.
Oh right, okay. Well, I mean, high on life.
I mean, absolutely. I was so high on life. Yeah, no, it was cool, man.
But yeah, I would imagine that probably fucked your head up, man. Like I said, the first call, when I got that first phone call from Joey Diaz, that fucked everything up. It fucked my entire life up. Then he started calling me socially, like just to talk. And like, you know how he says on his podcast, like, oh yeah, I call this person every week, or I call this. Yeah, he really calls every week. Like when he establishes that relationship with you, he literally calls, and it's for 60 seconds. Yo, what's up, dog? How you doing? Just checking in on you. How's the old lady? All right, dog, I gotta go. I mean, it's that fucking quick, and he really calls every week. So when that whole thing happened, completely fucked my head up. So I would imagine that your first comedy show, you being that close to those guys, you must have been like, holy shit.
I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, it was. I don't know. I wasn't that like. I don't know. I was okay. I wasn't like.
Well, you don't get fanboyish like that. Like when I told you, I excitedly told Ray one night that Red Band retweeted me. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you on Red Band's dick?" Oh, yeah. I was busting balls every time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you on Red Band's dick? Like, bitch, that's exciting to me, man. I'm nobody, bro. To get a retweet from who I consider the king of Death Squad. the real king of Death Squad, the creator, like, yeah, it's a big fucking deal, Ray Taylor. Ray Taylor be hating on your boy.
I calm down, man. I don't know. I take
I'm a
things with a
fanboy.
grain of salt, and I get excited about some shit, but I bottle it up. I set it right next to my bottle of anger that I put inside of me. My excitement and my anger are sitting next to each other, bottled up deep down.
You're just somewhere in between all the time.
Yeah.
Who's on the line, man?
I don't know. Who is this? Hello, caller.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes. How are you?
Hey, what's up? Death Squad.
What's going on? Who are we talking to?
My name's Johnny. I'm fucking wasted. I've been up for longer than you.
Hey, what's your Twitter handle, bro? How would we identify you? Are you on Twitter with us, with the Death Squad family?
No, I don't have a Twitter handle. I've just been kicking it, been cruising, doing long hours on a train over the last week. Grabbed about 3 hours.
All right. How'd you find out about this podcast, brother, man? If you're not on Twitter, were you just dialing random numbers and you just happened to get this one?
Yeah, I dialed random numbers and I came up with a donation line. Decided to grab a few dollars and throw it that way. But I thought it was an entertaining little situation.
That's cool, man.
Awesome.
So, what time is it where you're at, brother, man? Dude, you ain't near a clock. Aren't you on a cell phone? Look at your cell phone. Or maybe you're not on a cell phone.
I did. I just looked around. I looked around and I went, yeah, 12:30. Man, I've been up for 3 days. I was looking at you before. I turned it to you about an hour ago. I went, these guys have been up for 36 hours and I'm bitching about it. I've been up for 3 days. How many days is that? That's, well, that was 1.5 times 2. You know, it's like... But anyway.
You're the fucking man.
You guys are cool as shit.
So
I'm liking you guys.
So listen, if you've been up that long, what's been keeping you up? Because it can't have been alcohol, because alcohol's a downer. Are you using some other substances to keep you up, keep you awake?
No, most definitely. I do not agree with those substances. I do like what you're talking about, though. Those things put me to sleep.
Do you partake in the marijuana?
Yes.
What's the weed? What's the weed over there look like? I imagine it looks like really gray and like stoic and very...
I'll tell you what, though. You were talking about dabs before, and this is what cracked me up.
Mm-hmm.
In New Zealand, that shit has been going on for 40, 50 years. My old man told me to make that shit when I was a kid.
Now, using the same process where you're using butane, or I've seen
Really? Yeah. That's the most basic thing. That's as common as that's the most common way to do it.
Wouldn't you? Have you ever done it?
And you're talking about it like it's some mad psychedelic. It's just what you do.
Okay, but like I said,
it's a way to be smell free, basically.
Well, listen, the evidence is there, man. I've seen many videos of people who consider themselves weed champions just not be able to handle it, man. And you know, what do you think? Do you think there's nothing to that?
No, absolutely not. Yeah. I think, there's things like alcohol. I can't drink alcohol without flipping out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, there's things like vitamin B. Someone might flip out on vitamin B. Right. There's no contest, but I'm just saying that. I'm surprised in California, the place where it's all happening right now for logical weed consumption. You know, seems to be like this dabbing shit is like a new thing. It's fucking ancient.
It's really but a lot of people don't know that it's really taken off, man. It's just becoming. I think as and you probably will agree with me, Ray Taylor. As weed becomes more prevalent, and as people's tolerances get higher, they want the new thing. They want that new high. So, you know, it's really become a thing. You know, marijuana legalization has been going on a long time in California. I think people's tolerances are getting really high, and they want that next high. You know.
Yeah, I just did my first dab like a couple months ago. My buddy, he went out to California to hike in Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, Joshua Tree. Yeah.
He went out there, and I guess he was amazed too. His buddy called up they were going to L.A. and they called up. He was like, "Yeah, I called this number," and I was like, "About LA Speedweed." And he goes, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I'm like, "I listen to podcasts."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, we called this number and they had anything." And he goes, "Dude," and he brought him back. He bought like 3 or 4 grams of the wax and oil, and he brought that back, and I did dabs with him. I did one where I literally put way too much. Because I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, "Oh, I'm used to just packing a fucking fat bowl." So I was like, "Oh, he didn't see me, so I picked this big, huge glob on the needle, and I put it on there, and I took that monstrous hit, and I was like, absolutely retarded." And that's what I was hoping for.
Really?
But I was absolutely, and it wasn't just that it was intense. It was a long time, a lot longer than I'm used to. Used to smoking something, I'm high for like maybe an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours, but I was high for a long time.
Yeah.
Yo.
Got Ivan back.
Oh, true sample.
What up, brother? Hey, fucking nice of you guys to fucking put on a show for a dude whose house has been down.
That's all Ray, man. That's all Ray
By
Taylor.
that. You guys, man, I love it what you do. Like, I do have a Twitter handle. I'm somewhat like, not notorious, but somewhat of a high profile personality, and don't really want to, but yeah, I do love what you guys do.
Well, listen, we want you to be a part of the community, man, and the way we communicate is via Twitter mainly. So you should, why not, set up another account with like a fake picture or something of a chick's ass and just talk to us on there, I'm being serious, man. Set up an account just so you can communicate.
Death Squad dude.
I love it, man. You guys are good. So what else is happening Death Squad wise? What's happening? Who's got a podcast these days?
Ray does.
Everybody's got a podcast these days, I think.
I know.
Oh, not JR. But
Jay will probably have.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, brother. All right, catch you.
All right,
brother.
Goodbye. I think.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Oh, that was really.
Loves, man. You guys are all good. Cheers, bro.
All right, brother.
Yo, get some sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. That dude sounds like he's been on a bender for days, bro. that motherfucker. I bet you in that guy's head there were like birds tweeting. I bet the universe was shooting past him at 100 miles an hour.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
That dude was fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That dude knows how to party. He's like, yeah, we've been doing dabs for 40 years around here. That shit's common as a motherfucker. Not even a big deal.
Now you gotta understand.
Dude, that dude was cool. Thanks for calling in, dude, if you're still listening. That was
Thanks a lot.
So we've had
You gotta
Australia,
understand.
New Zealand. We've had where Cleo's from.
Shout out to Jordan Masco in Canada. He's listening up there in Toronto
Yeah.
right now. He said we look hot as fuck.
I have not smoked anything much against my preference. But we won't say why not. But Low Animal, I heard, I was listening when I was getting breakfast. So you'll cut your hair for $400? What's the price to cut your hair?
Whatever the highest bid is, I guess.
Because I tell you what, I'm gonna piss my pants because Will paid $50. I had
that
a low
really go
price.
through? Did
That went
fucking
through,
Needles
yeah.
Wait, you have to pee on yourself?
No, not Needles. Will from Will and Jay Save the Universe. Well, look.
Shit.
So last night, JR,
Shit got interesting last
shit
year.
got interesting. Nobody was really donating because it was like this weird area. So I was like, well, look, guys, $50. I'll piss my pants and we'll record it.
Wow.
And I'm gonna do it in the shower. It's gonna be clean. But Jason's probably gonna have to record it. So
Fuck that shit. Your brother's.
Wait a minute, that doesn't count. If you do it in the shower, that doesn't count.
I'll do it in my driveway.
Yeah, I think you should do it like in the front of your house, and then you have to like walk around your house with your
Right,
pissy pants to get to the shower.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
wear a
it's
diaper
cold
like
as
Archer
fuck
does.
That's
outside.
extra bids because
Yeah,
that
that's
wasn't
extra
the
bids.
original negotiation.
Yeah, if somebody wants to pay an extra $100, I'll piss.
Pick the public place that Drew pisses
Yeah.
his pants in.
Pick the public place. Wait. $100 for the front yard, $500 to pick the public place.
Whoa.
Dude, I'll piss my pants anywhere in public for $500 for Yug Nasty. Don't even care.
Wow.
So, are you gonna do this live on the stream, or are we gonna have to check
well-
Twitter later?
Guess what? We'll make it live if we have to. We can.
I think you should.
Stream account, and we could just do it like that, or we could probably do it through. plenty of live ways that we could take me pissing my pants.
Because you know how lazy people are, man. They're gonna have to like get on your Twitter and then hopefully you post the link in a little bit. That'd be cool if you did it online.
Yeah, I post the link, man. I mean, I'm a man of my word. So
Yeah, good man.
Dude, I tell you what, going outside in the cold, eating some delicious breakfast from an establishment that has red and yellow and only has delicious breakfast and everything else tastes like trash.
Yeah, shout out to this steak and cheese.
Steak and
biscuit
cheese
motherfucker
is
thing.
so fucking good. But anyways, got some coffee going. I'm ready to roll with you, Ray Taylor. I'm
Nice,
rolling.
man. Love it.
Me and
Love
Ray
it.
Taylor, we've been going at it for a while.
So are you planning to do the whole
maybe
24 hours?
Maybe. Like looking at Ray, I'm like, man, somebody's gotta. I gotta stay. And also, JR, you were so interesting right away. I was ready to like pack it in and eat some breakfast and go to bed. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
this podcast chilled the fuck out hardcore. I'm like, I think I could just chill and go. And then Low Animal got on, Dirty
Yeah.
Devo got on. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
for
roll.
sure, man.
And I saw Jason from Australia tweet
Yeah,
me.
he
So I
was
was like,
on.
oh, they're still on?
Yeah,
So I was like,
Adam
I'll see if
Thomas
they're
Adams
still
was on too, man. Adam Thomas Adams talked for a while.
Yeah.
My dad got on. He talked for a while. It was pretty cool. Pastor Joe made an appearance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Mitch the Dish has been on a few times. She was talking some shit to JR. I thought JR was going to choke her through the computer. That was so
Nah,
funny.
fuck that bitch, man. Don't act like you don't know me. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name again, bitch? Stop it. You know who the fuck I am. Call me by my name when you talk to me."
How old
And
are
yo,
you? Who?
I'm 31. I'm 31.
You. Hey, you.
I was
Yeah.
making fun of her again. You did that again. 'Cause
Yeah, I definitely. First of all, I'm high, but I definitely thought you were asking me. I didn't realize the callback. But yeah, she's not. She's cool. But yeah, she's a crazy Boston bitch, man. She's not. She's the type of bitch like you can't just fuck. You can't fuck her slow or sensitive or like you can't take your time with her. She wants to be fucked by gorillas. You know what I'm saying? With all that spice and sass she's got, her husband must have a hard time keeping her on a leash, man. I can tell, man. That bitch
Let
is
me tell
crazy.
you, I'm married to a New England woman. You don't put them on leashes.
Yo, all right, man.
No,
All
you
right.
let them roam free.
They need to come to the Steiner household, man.
So here's the thing.
I can tame any chick.
Dirty Devo, you don't sound like you have a speech impediment. So what's the deal? You're on the East Coast. Most of those motherfuckers sound like they have a speech impediment. So.
I was born and raised in Florida, in Orlando, Florida. So it's like
Oh, good afternoon. We're in Orlando.
well, right there in Orlando, up like right across, right on Corrine Drive, right across the Green Base. That's where I grew up all the way up until like middle school. And then after that, I moved to Deltona. So I went to Deltona High School. And then I left for the Marine Corps. And then once I came back from the Marine Corps, I didn't live long in Florida. I was in Altamont Springs. I met my wife. And I thought at one point I would never leave Florida. I thought it was like the best place on earth.
Yeah.
And then I met my wife and I came up here to the Northeast. I fell in love with it because I never knew what winter, I never knew what seasons were. I never knew what terrain was because Florida's just flat.
Yeah, it's flat and swampy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Camping's actually kind of fun in Florida, man. I've done like some trips camping out there. My buddy lives in Oakland, which is like that. It's like a small ass. Do you know where that's at?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
like Oaks. Yeah, it's like an old plantation that they turned into a town.
Yep.
And it's so it's all like dirt roads and shit. But no, we went primitive camping. Like we had to hike like 4 miles out to the campsite, and then we saw some like wild boar, and then that was kind of freaky, and then that was it. That was a
Shit's
good.
scary
how
when
good
it's
that
in
would
Florida.
taste.
Like, you got
Yeah.
snakes, you got bugs, you got crazy
Gators.
spiders, you got cougars, you got
Bears.
you got a lot of type bears. I mean, you got a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm up here in Massachusetts, so you got bears every now and then, but mostly it's deer and shit. Every now and then you hear a fisher cat scream, but I'm more apt to go in the woods and camp out here than I would be in Florida.
Yeah, Florida is. I mean, I like camping in general. Like, I'm not ever like the lead camper. Like, I always have to have somebody who knows what the fuck he's doing and gives me direction. Like, that's my move. Like I'm not about to lead a group of people to go camp. Like, that would just be a bad idea for all of us.
We're gonna get lost.
We're gonna get lost. I'm gonna fuck up making the tent. The fire's never gonna get started unless we brought lighter fluid. I mean, like, I'm not the most, like, I can figure shit out. Like, if I have direction, I'm fine. Like, yeah, give me some direction. All right, I'll do this. Like, very task oriented when it comes to like camping. Like I'm not the leader. But
Yeah, my brother-in-law is the leader. He's a real outdoorsy guy.
Yeah.
And
So my
that's
buddy-
who I would follow.
going? Yeah. Sorry if I start to interrupt people. It's just because I haven't slept and my manners aren't the best right now.
That's no worries.
You know who I wish we could have got on, who we probably still could, is that reporter kid. It would have been nice to talk to him.
Cassius? Fuck yeah. I'll tell Cassius to get on. Oh, he might be at school. He's in Nova Scotia.
It'd be really cool if he got on. I'm sure he would. I'm actually really surprised he wasn't booked. He would have loved to be a part of this.
I think he's in school, man. I think that's like he's in the IDC, so
Yeah, he called last 24-hour podcast. He called in towards the end, so hopefully he'll
Cool.
call in.
I think he was going to call in last night, but then that's when Dog and Yuck took over.
It was pandemonium, dude. It was pure pandemonium.
Dude, yeah. Dog and Yuck, like that road, like that's why I had my buddy B Hop come on. Like when I first came on, because B Hop's crazy, and I knew he would handle like just a random shit. Like I'm more just chilled by myself, but to like get crazy, I need like it's like you need that other person around to help like kind of energize. And then I was getting out of control, and Needles jumped in too. That was sweet.
Now you got to admit, man, their podcast is like really no other podcast out there. I mean,
Oh.
how many podcasts have sound effects and like
Oh,
breaking
dude,
news? You
Dude,
know,
their
and, like
their podcast is awesome. Like it's professional, but so unprofessional at the same time. Like to put that environment, like Yuck has to be super on top of his shit. Like it's funny. It's like him and Ray have really similar setups, but Ray is just like, I don't care about that.
My elaborate setup is just so it's easier for me.
Yeah.
Yuck utilizes everything. It's awesome just to see Yuck work. Like when we were in LA, just with the setup he had, it was awesome just to see him, just setting up the fucking mics.
Yeah.
No,
like he's an artist, man. Like Yuck and Ray are what I aspire to be as a podcaster. Like I just now got a mixer. I've been pretty much hillbilly rigging shit to work for a while and getting pretty good audio quality, man. Like I'm really surprised I've been able to pull off what I've been able to pull off. But I mean, fuck, man, if I didn't have like Izzy and Mick, dude, I had like if you start a podcast, like you're gonna have so much help. Like, I mean, shit, JR, I think you should start a podcast, dude. Especially if you're starting your own merch, dude.
I just
You
want to
can
be a
get-
guest, bro. You gotta understand, man. I've
it's
got
cooler.
So much,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've got so much shit going on, bro, and like I'm really trying to grow my business so I can get my girlfriend to come back and work for me. Not so she can come back, but we're gonna have a kid in a couple years, so I want to get it rolling to where I can afford to have her back as a full-time employee. She can be here with the baby, and that way the baby is in a daycare somewhere. So
That makes
for me to
sense.
start a podcast, booking guests and just that stuff's time consuming. All the editing, uploading, creating artwork, starting another website to promote it. And when I do things, I don't half-ass anything. I go 100% full force. So I know that I don't have time for a podcast. I'd love to be a guest. Dude, I would be a guest on any of you guys' podcasts because really I can talk while I'm sitting here working. Like I have a dual Mac monitor setup. Like that's my second monitor
sweet.
right here. So I'd be working on that monitor and then talking to you guys on this one. So I would be on any of you guys' podcasts, man. I like being a guest though.
It's way easier being a guest, man. I don't know if Ray and Dirty Diva, you guys can attest to that.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
When you're a host, like it's like, okay, I gotta keep it interesting, but you gotta be interesting. So I gotta guide why you're interesting.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like that's hard because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I want to ask 5 questions all at the same time, or when I've tried to organize it, it's always shitty because then like I don't build on what the person's actually saying. Because I remember Jason and I interviewed MF Grimm, which is like I was a huge fan of his, and then I didn't realize he was so easily accessible. And then like I wanted to ask him like 100 questions, and I was so nervous talking to him. It's like once you get over like when I first started the podcast, like getting over the nerves, like you know what I'm saying? Like first you get over the nerves,
Yeah.
and then it's like okay, now I can be relaxed and really guide this and take people on like a journey in a podcast. But editing stuff is getting tough, man, especially because I'm working 2 jobs. But hopefully that's about to change up soon, and then I can just really focus on that. And yeah, I mean, something you said, JR, like I'd love to be able to put way more percentage into my podcast, but it's like at first I was, and then it's like, okay, well, I don't have money now, so I gotta go get a job again.
I had a podcast, so if you guys like do a little bit of digging internet research, you can hear that I had a podcast. I did 10 episodes, but it just my host wasn't as into it as I was, so it just kind of killed my buzz. And it was something I wanted to try, and I did, and I'm glad I did, and I'll never do it again.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, you know, getting the right co-host and all that shit. And fucking podcasters are the best guests. Seriously, it's the easiest fucking episodes to do is when you're talking to, because they're allergic to dead air just as much as you are, you know.
Yeah.
So
I've done
keep it flowing without interrupting too much too. They know when to chime in when they say something. I like being a guest too because you can tell sometimes when if somebody's struggling with something or if they don't have something to build off of or they don't have something to come up next. So I like to talk. So I'll interject and say whatever just to try to keep it going till they get their next thought or whatever.
For sure. Yeah. It's
laughing at JR over there when he dropped that. When he dropped the stash, that shit was hilarious.
Hempwick, baby. Hempwick. And there you
and the allergic to dead air thing I totally forgot about. We were just watching.
Watching JR.
Fire, smoke.
I got invited to do this like internet radio thing, and I didn't really know what it was. And then it was like they had like a chat room going on, but there was no video and it was just audio. And the host just kept getting caught up in the chat and just wasn't talking. So all I did was just talk the whole time. It was such like a weird thing. Yeah, that's all I got on that. It's like
directing a podcast is a bit like being a what's the conductor? Like an orchestra conductor, because you're balancing so many different things. Who we got on the air? Who's caller? You're on the air.
It's me again.
Ivan's back.
It's Ivan. Okay, what's good?
Yeah,
Ivan?
I just wanted to tell you guys a quick story. So I started working the second job, and what I do is I work at different nursing homes, and I draw blood, and I do, whatever, basically what they need me to do. And this was right before Christmas time, and I guess even old people get, sentimental. And so it's my turn to do the rounds on this 2 days before Christmas. And I go into this room, and I just hear kind of like, when you're pounding meat. And I go in there, and I'm not even kidding you, man. There's this old lady gagging on this old dude's dick, and I don't know how. I have no idea how he even got it up, because this dude was 82.
What?
And the dude, when I go in there to draw his blood, like, he never moves, he doesn't get up, but he got up to get his dick sucked. And this lady, he didn't even know her. They had just moved her in 2 days before, and I guess they were both, kind of feeling it for Christmas. And I go in there and, they're getting it on or whatever. And I had to wait about 15, 20 minutes before I go back in there.
Oh, so they're allowed to, like, hook up?
Yeah, no, I just didn't tell anybody.
Oh, that's cool of you, man. That's actually very nice of you. I
No,
mean,
I'm not a cockblock, man.
Yeah, dude. Everybody needs love, man. Everybody needs human touch, and it don't matter if you're 90 fucking years old. They needed that. They both needed that. So I respect that, man. That's
Dude,
cool.
old people have the highest rate of STDs.
Yeah. Out here where we live, it's called Sun City West. It's got the highest per capita of STDs because they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
In the golf courses, they've had like 15 calls of old people just banging on the golf course. No joke.
Wow.
Something about that warm weather, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, man. You still like that shit doesn't go away. My grandpa,
man.
he always has his like set of hose. It seems.
Well, now it's possible with Viagra and everything.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ray, we've been on about 2.5 hours. Do you have to restart in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, just curious.
Even the old ladies, man. Like, I'll get my ass grabbed. I had one lady grab my fucking dick and balls. They still want it, man. Their body's not able,
Hey, dude, let her suck your dick. See how good she is.
Gross.
Hey, I'll do it for the highest bidder.
Yeah.
You gotta videotape it though.
Dentures or no dentures?
Dude,
I
no
don't give a
dentures,
shit.
dude. I bet she knows how to work it, man.
Gummit.
She got some of that leftover poly grip on the gums.
Well, think about it. She's probably been sucking dick since she's 20. That's at least 60 years of,
Hey,
dick
come on.
sucking,
She's
right?
probably been sucking dick since she was 12. Get real.
70
They all went to
years.
churches. You know how pastors are.
Hey, yeah, probably, man. Yeah, but there was one here in Tempe where I was working at when I first started, and one of the guys was like 32, 33, and he was banging like 3 of the old ladies here, and they caught him and fired him and taking him to court and all this.
Banging an old lady, huh?
3 of them. 3 different ones.
Did they have like Alzheimer's or something, or?
Yeah, that was we have a different wing in that one where you have to do everything for them, like wipe them, have them go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, this dude's fucked.
He
but
was
I mean,
basically fucking corpses.
Yeah, basically with a breath and a heartbeat.
I remember
the best.
I remember when I first got to college, there was this rumor going around that this girl like met this guy out at OSU, like at Ohio State, and she hooked up with him, and she ended up like getting this weird like infection. She felt like, so she went to the doctor, and he was like, "You have mites." And this type of mites you can only get from like fucking corpses or something. I think it was just a rumor, but I don't know. It's apparently the dude that banged her was banging corpses. I just thought about that, guys. Just figured I'd throw that on the.
I mean, the only good thing about fucking a corpse would probably be that because of rigor mortis, like their shit would be super tight.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So tight.
Yo, you know who's got the nastiest jokes is this motherfucker on the phone right now. Yo, he is a disturbed motherfucker, and that's why he likes DVD ASA, because this dude is
I love
disturbed,
that
man.
shit
He's
too,
he's
man.
told me some shit that him and Ray Taylor, man, y'all are some fucked up people for listening to DVD ASA, man. That's some nasty shit over there, man.
It's awesome. It's a #1 health podcast. What do you want? I'm trying to educate myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to be healthy.
Jesus, girls, you guys are some nasty motherfuckers, man. Yeah, Ivan, that dude's a freak, man. If you listen to some of the older, what the fuck is in the corners, man? He's under talking about all types of nasty shit, nipple clamps and all that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I call myself a trisexual. I'll try anything once. You know what I mean? So highest bidder.
That's cool, man. Do your thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That's all love.
Nah, I'm married, man. I'm not that crazy.
Well, you're as crazy as your wife will let you get.
Which in my house is fucking my own hand.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I do that too, man.
No, so do I. I could fuck my girl at 8 o'clock and be jerking off by 9, man. I don't know. I actually enjoy a good jerk after fucking. It empties everything. So like,
yes. Who knows me better than me?
You just feel just completely like drip, drip, drop, empty. Low Animal, you know a lot about that, right? Right? Yeah, come on, Low Animal, let's be honest, man. You've jerked off a few times, right, bro?
Everyone has, you know.
Only the elk noises, though.
Elk noise?
Yeah, he only jerks off to elk noises.
Hey, I actually just went elk hunting not too long ago.
Did you get anything?
Nah, I got nothing, man. I saw a bunch of them, but.
Do you have any exotic meat in your freezer that I can get some from you?
Yeah,
Like
I've got elk meat, and I've got some mule deer in there right now, and some dove.
Can I get some of the elk?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have a bunch of elk hamburger.
Good shit. Yeah, absolutely. We're just making business transactions live here on the 24-hour podcast. Me and Ivan talking about sharing meat.
Not gay at all. Not gay at all.
Well, both ways.
Yeah.
Hey, the sun is up at Rays. Actually, the sun must be up here too.
It's starting to come up.
It's
Yeah.
really coming up right now.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
It's snowing in Ohio, man. It sucks.
Yeah, it's been warm out here.
It's been melty. Like since Sunday, I was out on the ice on Sunday, on the lake, and it's been warm. It's been almost like above 50 degrees here in Massachusetts and raining, so everything's just melting. And then now today, it got cold again. We're gonna get snow.
Same here. We already got snow, man. It sucks.
It's been warm as hell here.
It's supposed to be 81 here.
I don't miss it, y'all. I don't miss it. Now, you guys, Drew and I moved from the East Coast a year ago. I lived in upstate New York, where you get pretty shitty weather up there. Yeah. And I moved out here to the West Coast, closer to these guys. And I met Death Squad Arizona at a what show did we meet at?
Kreischer.
Yeah, the Bert Kreischer show. And Heidi and of course we've begged Low Animal to come out, but dude, I don't miss the East Coast, bro. It's fucking snowy, shitty weather, gray skies. I don't miss it.
It's beautiful to me because I've only been here for like 6-7 years.
That's right. Yeah. See, I needed a change. I spent 30 years in the same place, and like, you know, I'm a pretty adventurous soul. I needed this, man. I needed to come to the West Coast.
Yeah, it's the only element I haven't lived in yet because like I said, I grew up in Florida, and then when I went in the Marine Corps, I was stationed in California for a couple years. Then I got stationed to North Carolina, which to me is the shittiest place on earth. I know a lot of people love North Carolina.
Really? North Carolina's sweet.
But I hate it, and it's because I was there for the Marine Corps, and I was around Jacksonville, North Carolina, where Camp Lejeune is. It's far different than where, like Oceanside. Like Oceanside, right outside of Camp Pendleton, is real relaxed. It's still California. Outside of Jacksonville in North Carolina, right outside of base there, it's just shitty fucking dickhead Marines trying to harp on each other. Hey, Devil Dog, why isn't your shirt tucked in? Or why are you wearing flip flops? You're out of uniform, and like just being dickheads. And then outside of that, when we would go to like where ECU was, Wilmington, North Carolina, and that stuff to go party, a lot of those bars and clubs wouldn't allow Marines in. And they know. You don't even have to show ID. You can tell a young Marine walking a mile.
Oh, yeah. Especially from the hair. I would say that's the biggest giveaway is the hair and the posture.
The hair and the posture.
Yeah.
And they just look like they're just full of just
piss and vinegar and anger.
Too much testosterone. Too much
and aggression.
They just look like a hard-on.
Yeah, exactly. They look like walking hard-ons.
That's why I fucking drool all the time. God damn it. Popsicles. That's all I gotta say.
Hey Ray, you get checked out for your snoring, man. That may be sleep apnea, bro.
Could be. Definitely could be.
Ray don't give a fuck. He's so fucking unapologetic, man. Like when I was listening earlier. So I'm gonna tell you my perspective from this snoring situation in LA. So listen to this. The first time, and Ivan can tell you, the first time I met Yuck Nasty, this motherfucker was like dead sleep. Like the only reason we did, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but if you go to YouTube and search, I don't know what the fuck you'd search, but me, Yuck Nasty, and Dogs did a video where I climbed into the bed with him. My first time meeting him was me like sneaking in his bed with no shirt. This motherfucker, you know, he was like, dude, I'm rough. I feel rough, man. Like I couldn't sleep last night. He didn't really want to say why, but it took him, you know, eventually he said, he's like, yo, Ray was snoring all night. This motherfucker got like 2 hours of sleep. So Ray, no apology, no like, damn, dude, I'm sorry. Ray's like, yeah, that sucks, you know, or you know, what the fuck were you saying? He does not apologize at all. Like, yo, I'm snoring, that's what I'm doing, and that's what it is, and there's nothing else to do. Ray, you're kind of a dick about that, man. What the fuck,
kind
bro?
of a dick. I don't know. Yeah, well,
I mean, you should get your shit checked out. Like, if it's keeping people up like that.
Well, no, it does. I snore when I'm exhausted, and I was exhausted. I don't snore all the time.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, you know, and you know, fucking, I brought headphones because I knew I was going to be sleeping around a bunch of people.
So fucking rude.
And it's like,
why didn't you give your guest the headphones? Not for you, Ray. You're so selfish, man.
I didn't know I was going to snore because I don't always snore, and I didn't think about it.
Ray's the fine self the whole time. How is he supposed to know he snores?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hilarious.
I didn't wake myself up once, so it couldn't have been that loud.
Has sleep apnea, and his snoring is really loud. We do an ice fishing trip up in Vermont, which happens at the end of the last weekend of February, first weekend of March, and nobody likes to room with him because he snores really loud. And to me, being in the Marine Corps, when you're tired, you're gonna fucking sleep anywhere, and that's what I've gotten used to. Like, you can put me in a room with big trucks just revving their engines, I'll fall asleep through that shit.
Sounds like a Mexican baby. You ever seen those babies at the Mexican parties? Right next to the speaker?
Yo, knocked out. Knocked the fuck out. That's because somebody gave them a little tequila in their bottle, bro.
A little bit.
This fucking baby to sleep, bro. I'm trying to party.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Man, well, Ray, when you coming out to Arizona, man?
He ain't coming out here. He's got no reason to come out here. He ain't coming out here.
He got you, man. That's
yeah, but he ain't coming out here, man. That'd be cool if he did, but he ain't coming. I'd rather go to San Diego.
Yeah.
Fuck Phoenix, man.
Like,
I'd rather, dude, San Diego's a vacation town, man. Let's go to Mission Beach. Let's go surf. Let's go rent bikes. You come to Arizona, we're gonna go hike in the sun.
We can go hike in the sun out here.
But then go to the ocean immediately after. That's what I want to do, man.
Yeah.
I love San Diego, dude. San Diego, I actually had a borderline like life-changing experience. Actually, when I was done hanging out with Ray, I went down to Mission Beach by myself and And hey, see, Ivan, I told Ivan like how important this day was to me. It was like an adventure, man. I got hit with a volleyball. It was like a scene out of a movie. I got hit with a volleyball. There was all these good-looking white people. And they're like, "Hey, man, come play volleyball with us, man." I was by myself, first time in San Diego. Went over there and spent the day with them. Got super high on edibles. A buddy of mine made from high school that lives out there, and it was like a dream, dude. That day, I realized this is the absolute best time of my life. Like being in San Diego, meeting up with Ray, like finally making an actual connection off of Twitter, and I'm just like, this is it. This is what life was about. So I fucking love San Diego, man. I love it.
Aside from costing a lot to live out here, yes,
Yeah.
there's like everything out. You can be anywhere. You can be in the mountains. You can be in the desert. You can be at the ocean. Like 2 hours, you can be up to LA. You can be in Mexico. Like
Dude,
everything's within 2 hours away.
Do you know about the dunes, Ray, that are maybe like, what would you say, Ivan, like
Glamis?
3 hours east?
Glamis. Yeah, they're called Glamis.
Glamis.
Everybody,
Have
a
you
lot
been
of
out there,
guys go. A lot of people go out there. I haven't been out that way though.
It's so sick, dude. It's like this almost white ocean of rolling dunes on the way out to San Diego on the, is it the 8, Ivan?
the 8.
Yeah, the 8.
Yeah.
So beautiful, bro.
I grew up in the desert though, so it's like I don't fucking sand and heat and desert and cactus. Like I've seen that plenty.
Yeah,
I'm good.
You know what's, what place is awesome in the summertime is Michigan, man. They have sand dunes. They got great things. I mean, with the lakes, you can still go do jet skis, and you could ride quads. Like Michigan's actually a really beautiful place to go, but like this time of year, it's miserable. Unless
you could do that here all year round.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Anytime you guys want to come out, man, come out. I've got 2 extra bedrooms.
Yeah, and he'll let you stay there too. I told Ivan his house is like the Mexican Underground Railroad, man. He has a new person staying with him every fucking week, man. So I said, Ivan, if this shit don't work out, this whole t-shirt shit, I'm coming to stay with you. He's like, come on, bro, come on over, man. So yeah, if you come out, Ivan will let you stay at his place, and we'll kick it, smoke, drink, have fun, play with Ivan's dogs,
shoot some guns.
Yeah, Ivan took me shooting, man. We killed some doves. That was my first time hunting. That was my first time killing an animal. I didn't feel bad because they were birds. Like birds are like dust, essentially.
Oh yeah, you pull them apart so easy.
Dude, he showed me how to. Well, one of his buddies showed me how to clean it, and it's like you rip it's like twisting a fucking bottle cap open. Like how easy it is to rip a bird completely apart. They're like paper, man. So, yeah, Ivan took me hunting. And actually, Ivan took me shooting, me and the old lady, to a range. And we got to shoot like a fucking rifle, like a high power, well, it felt like a high power rifle,
assault rifle,
some handguns. And yeah, he took us to a range. And my experience with Ivan was good. We had a good time. He gave me the Arizona experience. Took me hunting, took me shooting.
And then I
fed
fucked
me.
him.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
You know what else is in Arizona? Backroom casting couch. I mean, you know.
Is that filmed here?
Yeah, it's filmed in Arizona, man.
Like,
Oh, wow.
wow. Do you
Yeah,
have
they-
the address? Can you email me the address?
I don't have the
Me and Ivan
address,
want to
man.
go.
It's probably in Tempe.
But I also think too, with the well, they have a lot of Arizona State girls on there.
Yeah.
But I also heard too, like with the porn laws, like filming pornography in Arizona, you don't have to wear a condom.
Oh
So
really?
yeah.
Yeah, they don't wear condoms here in Arizona.
It tastes. It feels completely different. Fuck condoms, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Condoms suck, bro.
They
I
do.
hate condoms.
They do, but you know what? They're a lot better than having an unplanned child.
I agree, bro. But your dick, when you're a few blunts deep and you're a few shots deep, you ain't thinking about that. You think about that wet gushy, bro. You ain't thinking about no. Okay, I'll pull out, bro. It'll be
I
alright.
don't have to worry about that no more. I got a vasectomy. I don't have to.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
fixed. My buddy,
Yeah.
my buddy, he swears he used to swear by the pull-out method, but 5 kids later, definitely not. He's got himself a little basketball team.
A brood. They're a brood
Dude,
at
he
this
has-
point, man.
He has so many kids, man. It's just so crazy. Like I don't know.
You guys ever hear that story? That lady got pregnant from a blowjob. She sucked some dude's dick and then got stabbed. She swallowed it.
Rogan had a bit about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it moved its way to her uterus.
Yeah, she got stabbed, and when she got stabbed, it like punctured a hole in her stomach into her uterus, and the semen went in there, and she got pregnant.
But,
I
but that's not.
seriously
There's
doubt
no
that
way.
happened.
I mean, it
Yeah.
mixed with blood and like probably
Science, bro.
bile.
I would Google it, I guess. I don't know. Joe Rogan had it on one of it. It's probably on his most recent special, or is gonna be. I saw he did that on the I think it was the End of the World thing.
I saw that on that Eddie If talking shit too.
Yeah,
So it's real, man. It has to be real.
has to be.
Yeah, it must
It's on
be.
the internet.
Must be. It's on the internet. Oh, speaking of which, David Icke, new Lizard updates. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. You guys get
So
that?
Ray, 15 minutes, bro. What do you want? Do you want me to stay on? Can I take off? I mean, it looks like you got 5 fucking hosts here, bro.
Yeah.
But
Are you guys
but
gonna stick around?
Yeah, I can stick around.
Okay.
man. I'll
I can stick around. I gotta
Okay.
take like a 10-minute break. I
Yeah,
promised-
we're gonna reset here in about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll
I'll
come back.
part ways at that time.
Okay.
If I don't get to say goodbye, it was fun. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
to work. 10
Fuck yeah,
minutes,
man.
but it was really nice chatting with you guys. Let's keep contact on Twitter
Yeah.
and
I followed you, JR. I'll get you on the podcast, man. Talk to you about
Yeah,
your-
you don't even follow me, you little motherfucker.
I don't follow your new account.
I know.
You got too many accounts. You get too many internet fights, man. I don't want to see that
I
shit.
got
That shit is
one. I got
depressing,
one
bro.
account. I got one account.
Yo, stop getting into internet fights, man. That shit is
Internet
negative energy,
fights?
bro. Hell yeah, he does, man. Him and
Nah.
him and like Monkey Top Part 2 or
Oh,
whoever
Jesus.
the new dude he's beefing with. Yeah, man. Yeah,
one of Monkey Todd's ghost accounts.
Block it and forget it.
He
Oh,
starts
no.
like a new account. He'll take like a picture from some girl from like High Times, like the High Toddy or something, and then he'll like try to, hey, Death Squad, blah blah blah. And
Nah,
like, it's like, of course, a bunch of dick beaters are gonna follow her and try to talk to her right away.
Ivan will be arguing with people like about, somebody be telling Ivan, get off Rogan's dick. Like, bitch, we're fans, man. Nobody's on anybody's dick. We're just fucking fans. You're a Death Squad fan too. You got Death Squad in your profile. You're a fan too, so stop it.
And what if Rogan's dick tastes good?
Yeah, what if I like that shit?
Still ain't sucking.
I mean,
And I don't,
let's not
I don't
judge.
put Death Squad in anything just because I don't want to get in fights because everyone's gonna be like, this is
Yeah, I
this
don't
is
do
true Death Squad. You're not true Death Squad unless you do this, this, and that.
Yeah. Why isn't it in your profile?
Joe Rogan said this, so that is the word of God. And
But
the
you know
word
what,
of-
man? It's evolved into a lot more than just that now. I mean, JR and I talk about it all the time. It's moved on from just what Rogan says and what Red Band says. It's gone on. I mean, look what we're fucking doing. This is a whole nother community put on.
He's moved on, but there's still people
Still being
that
accepting
podcast,
to others no
like-
matter where they come.
Yeah, so fuck those little cunts.
And let's be 100% honest, Rogan and Red Band don't really mention Death Squad that much unless they're either promoting a show or talking about the community. Like, they're not like crazy gung-ho. Like, we've probably said the word Death Squad 100 times since I've got on. They some shows, they don't even mention the word. So it has become its own thing. It's become kind of a thing run by the fans,
For
Yeah.
sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like it's like the Apple community, the cult
Hey,
of Mac. or
watch
the
it. Watch it
Star
now.
Wars.
Yeah.
No, no, it's its own cult, man. It's its own. Yeah, dude. I mean, I have Apple products, man. I mean, this MacBook Pro's been a champion. I'm running a FireWire mixer right now, guys.
Oh shit.
I got my 4S piece of shit.
I got a MacBook Pro running my Samsung 26-inch monitor on the other
Am I
side.
the only one with Android in here? Jesus.
I got an iPhone tattoo low animal on the small of my back, like a tramp stamp.
That's the power button.
I'm actually
That's the
not.
power
You
button.
guys want to see it? You want to see my iPhone tramp stamp? You guys
Yeah.
think I'm joking, but I'm not. Do you guys want to see it or
Yeah,
no?
see it. Before you leave, we want to see how to turn you on, buddy.
Yeah, you just rub that little button.
Oh, you need to talk though so we can see it.
What do you mean? I got my headset on, so do you?
There we
see
go.
it? You see it? Where?
Oh,
right
yeah.
There?
That's crazy, man.
What's on the other side?
It's a Sony point and shoot camera. But yeah, so
Obsolete tattoo. Obsolete. Nobody needs that shit. That's what phones do now.
This is how I describe it to people. The arrival of the iPhone and what it's done for my life and helped me become a better businessman is the same as, like, imagine a photographer had a tattoo, like one of those old school photographers had a tattoo of a guy with the thing over his head taking a picture on that long ass camera. Like, this will be vintage at some point, but this phone has literally changed my life and made me a better business
Fuck
business
yeah, man.
owner.
Dude,
So-
it helps me the fuck out.
I don't give a
Sounds
fuck
like
what
you're
anybody
sponsored by
says.
Apple, bro.
No, I'm just saying I have a serious love for this phone specifically and what it's done for my life, and it's helped me communicate. And I mean, before iPhones, I was using like still old flip phones, and then when the iPhone 2 came out, I jumped on, and ever since then, I like Twitter, Instagram, like this is how we communicate with each other. This is how we communicate with the world, and this is a technological marvel. I don't care what anybody says. So the tattoo will never be obsolete because that's a very important piece of technology to me.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, well let's wrap it up on that note.
Cool.
Follow
All
JR Steiner and everybody else coming back. Low Animal.
I gotta get to work,
Drew.
but I'll call in
All right.
later,
I'll be
man.
back. Yeah,
Cool,
dude,
man.
I'm working.
I'll be back.
Okay.
All right,
I'll be
buddy.
watching.
Have a good one.
Okay,
I
we're
took
gonna.
a vacation for this podcast.
All right, later, JR.
All right, guys.
Alright.
Well,
Peace,
while we're gone, everybody go to GoFundMe.com/yucknasty and donate, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, guys, $500, and I'm gonna piss myself anywhere in public.
Yeah.